And now, another episode of Crit Camp Gaming.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Arkham Mondays. Finally, it's been a while and I'm very, very excited to be back in this new year. It is Monday, January 10th, 2022. Matt and I are back to play a new campaign, Edge of the Earth. Welcome to episode 1. This scenario is called Ice and Death Part 1. And I'm kind of pumped about what this possibly could be. One, because it's the most recent campaign Fantasy Flight has done, and I believe it came out November, sometime, or dropped in November or December maybe. I don't know.
December, yeah.
It was really new, and we don't usually get to the campaigns right away. I think we tried to do that with Innsmouth last year, and then that didn't go very well for us, and we didn't even finish it. But I do want to say I did finally finish it, not on hard difficulty, but on standard difficulty when I guest starred on Playing Board Game Stream, and we did Innsmouth. So I finally got to see all of the Innsmouth conspiracy, and it was a really, really cool. It was a really cool feeling just to finish it. And also, I got to tell you, playing Amanda Sharp in that campaign on standard, I felt like a god. I really did.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it was awesome. I loved that deck so much, and how it was one of those things where I was just doing so much. I felt like I was doing so much. And once you got online with just a few things on the table, I was like, I am ready to go. Although the only really bad part about it was I got overzealous as my random weakness, and I would hit it 3 times a scenario. So, yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yep, that sucks.
Yeah.
The Seekers will do that, man. They can create some crazy action chains. So yeah, I'm excited to take a look at that, catch up on that video at some point.
Yeah. Part 2, I think Justin just posted part 2 of that on YouTube. So if you guys were waiting for that one, the second scenario is up on YouTube on their channel. Go check it out. But before we talk more Arkham, I do want to say I'm so happy that Matt is back on the channel. That our worlds and schedules have once again aligned so that we could do this. I've missed him a lot. I've missed playing Arkham with him. You guys know I've been playing a lot of solo stuff by myself, so I'm just happy to have somebody on stream with me. Matt, how have you been in the last 2 months, man? How is everything?
I've been good. I mean, as I mentioned to you, and I can't remember if I actually ever mentioned on stream. I took some time off initially to go prepare for an exam, a licensure exam, so that I could get my independent licensure, which I finally took. I'd been putting it off for a while just because I hadn't explicitly needed it. Wasn't super looking forward to it. Finally knocked that out. That's done. Just waiting on the test scores to get sent to the official exam place, the place I need to get them sent to. But otherwise, I mean, it's done. Passed that test, so that was huge. Otherwise, just enjoying some time off for the holidays. Some games, got some great, enjoyable PS5 games. Gotten to play some fun board games and card games with people. But yeah, I mean, it was an intense end to 2021.
Yes. Yeah, I have to agree. 2021 really came in it came in hot, dude. It was hot and fast. And then suddenly it was the new year, and we're already 10 days into the new year. So I don't know how that sort of happened. But I mean, it is what it is. Time is just flying these days. But yeah. I'm excited to get into Edge of the Earth. Matt, before the stream started, kindly told me that in this particular campaign, there is a lot of story to get through for these things. So while Matt and I would love to just sort of chat forever and catch up on both of each other's lives, because there's a big question mark in my head about what Matt's been up to. and I really want to know what that is. You know, we got to jump into the gameplay so we can get through it, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna sort of chat leisurely as we're going anyway. So I think that might be the plan. Matt, should we? Do you want to say anything about Edge of the Earth, because this will be blind for me, but you have played through the scenario or the campaign, just finished this weekend actually, your first playthrough, and any initial thoughts, or you don't even want to get into it, you just want to dive in?
So I can give a quick overview. I mean,
Okay.
Yeah, we finished yesterday. The campaign has some really interesting setup where the campaign length is variable. I think from like 4 to 10 missions, and depending upon how things go, depending upon the choices you make, you can literally finish it and beat it in 4 missions or in 10. So we don't know exactly how long the series is going to be because of that.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
That's interesting about it. Yeah, so I am very well versed in Ice and Death Part 1 and Part 2. And also mostly Part 3, because when we played this the first 2 to 3 times, one of our players was playing Lola, new to Lola, and that deck, it didn't go well.
Yeah.
So I got to see a lot of the first 2 missions. They
Yeah.
are really fun.
Yeah, and you know this player because it's Ferrum in chat who's saying Lola is the best right now. This is Dylan, who did guest on stream playing a side mission with us. I believe like it was like the War of the Worlds or whatever that one was, that we played a long time ago. So everybody, you know who this guy is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Lola's definitely not the best, and Dylan's Lola, I don't know how she ranks in the tier list of worldwide Lolas, but I'll say that your father Mateo, when we did restart with his father Mateo was great.
Okay.
And I'll just leave it at that. Like, you know,
all right.
Don't
okay.
A Lola.
So with this, so you're telling me with this fresh new card pool, with a lot of cards that are dual houses or dual colors, Lola did not get a power increase.
Yeah, I mean, well, she did, but it wasn't enough.
Yeah.
You know, having an investigator with all like a stat line that's just like all 3s, and pretty much that's like all she's got going for her.
Yeah.
Like, other than the fact that she can just build with anything, I feel like it should have been better. But
right.
You know, I mean, Dylan's convinced that given enough time, he can make her work. I'm convinced that I don't want to be part of that experience, but that I'm interested in hearing about it later. So, you know, we can agree to disagree.
Right. And you gotta believe that that MJ Newman and the designers of this game, when they created Lola, they were like, Lola's trash. But people are gonna beat their heads against the wall trying to make her work.
I think they were terrified that she was going to become so strong over time that they really kept her in check, which in a lot of ways actually says some really good stuff about their design principles.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
And I think that she's close. And I think there are some people out there who can make her work. But I think that she's one of those people that to make her work, you have to not just have a good deck, but you have to like practice with her.
Yeah.
Because she's weird, man. She's
weird.
Her,
I would never even touch that character. It's too much for me.
She's bizarre.
Yeah. There's a handful of investigators that I will probably never play. Lola's like probably the top of that list. I think Calvin's on that list as well. The guy that has all like what 1 stat or 0 stat.
Yeah, 0.
Yeah. I'm never gonna play him. You know, there's like other ones that like are like, I don't know if this is even worth playing. I think there's like a survivor that like initially to me looked good, but then as I thought about it more, I was like, what is she really doing? It's the one that like runs around a lot. I think her name's Rita.
Yeah, she's supposed to be like one of the worst investigators right now from what I'm hearing, because she just doesn't have enough card support. I played her once for a while, and I like the idea of her, but I like the
idea of her initially, then you start thinking about it, and then you're just like, I don't know if you're really doing anything though, besides running around.
I hear that. Yeah, that is a big question with her.
Yeah. So there's a few investigators for me that are like just no-goes. But that's funny, dude. I have to salute you, Dylan, for the attempt. But maybe you should have called it quits sooner. I don't know, from what I'm hearing. But I do want to say hi to everybody in chat. Thank you so much, Yemen, for the resub during our starting screen. What up, ETG, who's been playing The Room along with me? That's awesome. Room 3 was a departure from in that series. It was really weird, and it might be my least favorite of the rooms. I'm on Room 4 now, and I'm really liking it. Maybe because it's just coming back around to what it was in the beginning. And then, what up, Doc Aardvark, who's saying great to see you both play Arkham. I hope you had a great festive new year. Hope you did too. And then Lola herself in chat. Oh, and Reld, what up, Reld? I hope you're staying. I think I heard that with wind chill, it's like minus 30 degrees up there. So I hope you're okay, man.
That's no joke.
Yeah, because I can't deal with that cold. Okay. I'm going to do a quick wheel spin for Yemen, and then we're going to jump in and start talking about Edge of the Earth and getting into the content of this campaign. But where's the wheel? Where's the wheel? Oh my god, I don't even have it up, dude. I was so excited to play with Matt that I didn't set up all my tabs and things. Here we go. All right. Yo, Chris in chat says fail. Yeah. I'm a pleb streamer right now. Okay, that's a joke for Chris when he finally comes back, if he does. That's 2 jokes in the bank for him. And then ETG said, I did a resub this morning. I actually do see this. I do see the resub on the Twitch thing, so I will spin the wheel for you too. This is for ETG. Chris says, if. You better come back, dude. You better come back. People are waiting for you to do your 690 burpees. Yeah, Chris, I don't know if you've been watching and catching up on my streams, but I'm at push-up 0, and CC Stats, our Quick Camp statistician, said the last time I was at push-up 0 was August of 2020. He said that the last time you were at burpee 0 was November of 2019.
Gauntlet's thrown down, man.
Yeah. People are just waiting. People, now everyone has just been hyped that, the day Chris comes back on stream is the day that he does all the burpees. That's what people want to see. It'll be great.
That's right. It's only he's allowed to come back.
Yeah. The day I die, he says. All right, we're going to go over here, and let's get some ambient music going on. There you go. Let's start that. You guys let me know if that's too soft, too loud, whatever. Matt, what should we talk about at the beginning here? Should we just jump into the prologue? Should we talk about Edge of the Earth a little bit, new mechanics? What do you want to do?
Let's jump into the prologue. There's only 3 really big mechanic elements that I think I can touch on as they become relevant.
Perfect.
That might make it less confusing than me just front loading it before you even read it.
Nice. I like it. All right. Prologue. I am forced into speech because men of science have refused to follow my advice without knowing why. It is altogether against my will that I tell my reasons for opposing this contemplated invasion of the Antarctic, with its vast fossil hunt and its wholesale boring and melting of the ancient ice cap. And I am more reluctant because my warning made me in vain. Doubt of the real facts, I must reveal them, is inevitable. Yet if I suppress what will seem extravagant and incredible, there will be nothing left. H.P. Lovecraft at the Mountains of Madness. Prologue 1. You understand now, yes, why this expedition must be stopped? Professor William Dyer sits across from you at his office desk. A wealth of academic papers and scientific journals lies sprawled between you, including Dyer's own lengthy account of his journey to the Antarctic. Up until the publication of his revised report, the alleged truth, the university's last expedition to Antarctica yielded very little in the way of scientific discoveries. At Dyer's at Dyer's request, you read through this new report of what really happened beyond those mountains of madness, as he dubbed them. You scarcely would have believed any of it were it not for the bevy of photographs and drawings that came along with it, evidence of mangled, dissected bodies, of perplexing five-pointed snow graves, of strange specimens found half buried in the ice, and finally aerial shots of the jagged black peaks described in Dyer's tale. Dyer has called on you to help convince his colleagues and abandon their planned follow-up expedition. His student Danforth, the only other member of the expedition to reach the alien stone city described in Dyer's report, paces back and forth by the entrance to Dyer's office, muttering nonsensically to himself while you consider their strange tale. You're still unsure what to make of all of this. On the one hand, Dyer's concern seems genuine, and his account is filled with such detail and specificity that you find it difficult to doubt his authenticity. And yet, there's no way it all could be true. An ancient city in the ice, built by primordial beings? So-called elder things? How could such things be real? Danforth mumbles something about the nameless black pit as you place Dyer's report back on his desk. The professor gazes at you with sleepless, bloodshot eyes. Well, Dyer asks, will you help us stop this madness? Will you make them see reason? The lead investigator must decide. I'm guessing that's me. I either going to decide, I believe you, but if what you say is true, should we not investigate these findings further? Or, I'm sorry, this seems to be too wild to be true. Obviously, we believe him. But,
Okay.
So we go to Prologue 2.
Okay.
Prologue 2, Dyer lets out an anxious breath and relents. I suppose I might have said the same thing once, but now, after what I've seen, a shudder courses through the man's aging body. You are venturing somewhere humanity does not belong. I'm starting to believe that scholars such as yourselves can only continue to probe the depths of science for so long before we are laid low by what we find, or what finds us, Danforth chimes from behind. Dyer glances at his student, studying his expression, and he turns his attention back to you. If you go on this journey with Dr. Kenzler, the lot of you may not ever return. Will you not reconsider? You explain that while there is surely significant danger in an expedition, Dr. Amy Kenzler, the scientist leading this new trek to Antarctica, has taken precautions to ensure it does not meet the same end as Dyer's. More importantly, it is the only way to understand the threats they encountered, and the only way to prepare if such threats are unearthed by other, less cautious scientists. Yes, I confess I had the same worry, he replied. We are unlikely to convince the greater scientific community, I'm afraid. Perhaps it would be better to return and learn more about what we saw. Danforth nods. I agree. How do we know what we saw is anything more than the overactive imaginings of two explorers with a queer fascination for the bizarre and macabre, of Arthur Gordon Pym's ill-fated journeys. Dyer's eyes narrow at his student. The knowledge reflected in his dark eyes chills you to the core. You say such things, and yet, I dare say you did not see what I saw. The student scoffs. You are not the only one who glimpsed that mirage at the edge of the mountainside. I am not referring to the mirage, Danforth. I am referring to what I saw in you, Dyer retorts. The things you said on that airplane, the look on your face, I'll never forget. Silence pervades the room as Danforth returns to his corner to languish in his own doubt. Dyer pleads with you. Whatever the case may be, is there nothing I can say to deter you? You ponder for a brief moment and shake your head. There's too much at stake, especially if Dyer's account turns out to be the truth. All right then, Dyer concludes with a sigh. Since you lot have no clue what you're getting into, I suppose we have no choice but to come to. You can tell Dr. Kenzler that she wins. We will be ready to leave within the week. You shake his hand and make for the door. I hope for all our sakes that Danforth is right, he adds before you are out of earshot. In your campaign log, record the investigators convinced Dyer to allow the expedition. And unfortunately, we add a cultist token to the bag for the remainder of the campaign. And we go to Prologue 4. Alright, you peer up at the overcast sky, hoping it does not forebode things to come. Only a sliver of sunlight peeks through the clouds. You shudder and pull your coat closed over your shoulders, then continue onward to the edge of the Boston Harbor dock. Gather each of the cards from the expedition team encounter set. As you read through the rest of this prologue and each member of the expedition team is introduced, find the story asset from that encounter set that matches their name and acquaint yourself with the card. The expedition team encounter set is indicated by the following icon. There it is. Standing in front of the plankway leading up to the deck of the Theodosia is Dr. Amy Kenzler, professor of biology at Miskatonic University. The no-nonsense scientist has been a fixture of the University Sciences Department for over a decade. Without so much as peering up from her clipboard, she crosses your name of your name as you approach. Good for you to make it on time, Mr. Ellsworth. Here, we'll take your luggage aboard. All right, so where is this person? Oh,
I'm going to put it right down here for you.
Okay. So this is Dr. Amy Kenzler, everybody, professor of biology. Partner, uses 3 secrets, action, spin a secret, and exhaust, investigate with a base skill of 5. Yeah, that's good. If you succeed, look at the top card of any investigator's deck or encounter deck. You may discard. What? She's awesome. 2/4 ally. And then we got Roald Ellsworth, who's helping us with the bags. Partner, 5 supplies, fast action. During an investigator's turn, exhaust Ellsworth and spend 1 supply. Choose a treachery attached to your location. Treat that treachery's box as if it were blank. Also very good. All right. So back to the prologue. Oh, I will I? The man standing next to her replies with a chuckle. He offers you his hand in introduction to shake it. That's Roland Ellsworth at your service. By the way of introduction, Dr. Kenzler explains, Mr. Ellsworth has been on over a dozen expeditions and comes highly recommended. I'm sure his expertise will be invaluable in the weeks to come. Ellsworth rolls his eyes. Expertise, yes, and his willingness to be used as manual labor, he adds with a chuckle as he hefts your luggage and takes it up the plankway. Come on, Ellsworth, shouts another voice from the inside the ship. A gruff-looking man with a thick brown beard emerges, motioning for Ellsworth to hurry. We've got a ton of work to get done before we embark. A little busy, Cookie, Ellsworth shouts back in reply. He then turns back to you and remarks over his shoulder, do not mind him. Cookie's a bit of an intense fellow, but he is all right. The name's Fredericks, the gruff man barks back. James Fredericks. I swear, sometimes I think I'm the only one here who's ready for this damn trip, he mutters angrily. And didn't anyone ever tell you it's bad luck to name a ship after someone who died at sea? We're talking about this dude right here, James Cookie Fredericks, 5'1", ally, action, spend an ammo, and exhaust him. Fight with a base skill of 5. If you succeed in the attack and he's non-elite, it cannot attack for the remainder of the turn. Also very good. Okay, this expedition team's like pretty all right so far.
Yep.
All right, another voice calls down from the dock of the ship. Cookie, if you could be so kind to lower your voice, some of us are trying to work up here. The man responds with a grunt and ducks back inside the ship, rolling his eyes. You crane your head upwards and see a young woman leaning over the railing of the ship's deck, her long brown hair tied in a thick ponytail that dangles around her neck. Hey, you made it, she calls out to you. Dr. Kenzler was pretty excited that you're coming along, looking forward to working with you. Without looking up from her clipboard, Dr. Kenzler mumbles, Miss Tekka Hiroko is our aeroplane mechanic. As with the previous expedition, we will be constructing our planes on site. No need to worry, she may be one of the youngest in her field, but she knows what she's doing. More of the crew begins to arrive one by one. Let's look at this mechanic real quick. Tekka Hiroko, 9 resources. Action, exhaust, move up to 3 resources from Tekka to your resource pool. Okay. Get rich. Awesome. So it sounds like there's like probably 1 per class that's like is like fitting. More of the crew begins to arrive one by one. The first is a man in his 30s with a wispy blonde beard and bright green eyes, Dr. Avery Claypool. Dr. Kenzler introduces you to the man, and 2 of you shake hands. Dr. Claypool is an associate of Mr. Ellsworth. He'll be serving as our guide to the Antarctic, weather permitting, Claypool jokes. Honestly, we will be lucky if we can get even off this ice shelf. I'm confident with your skills. We will make it as far as Dyer and what was it? Lake did. Okay. So where's this guy? Nope, over here. Avery Claypool. Geez, how many of them are there?
9.
Okay. Avery Claypool is a partner with 5 supplies. Reaction: when an investigator location reveals a frost token from the during a skill test, exhaust Avery Claypool and spend 1 supply. Cancel that token and reveal a new one. Okay. We will talk about frost tokens a little bit later, everybody. This is what I'm afraid of, Claypool mutters, walking briskly past Kenzler and up the plankway. On his way up, he passes Ellsworth, and the 2 freeze, locking eyes. You could swear that the temperature lowers several degrees as the two brush by one another without a single word. They are usually on better terms, Dr. Kenzler says under breath, but recently fell into some issue or another. They had better learn to live with their differences. They will be unable to avoid one another for quite some time, after all. You watch as Claypool's gaze wanders back to Ellsworth for just a fraction of a second before he turns away angrily and enters the ship. The next to arrive is a woman with warm brown skin and weary eyes. Along her luggage, she carries a rather large, bright red medical kit emblazoned with a white cross. She extends her hand, and you can't help but notice the nervous tremble in Dr. Kenzler's hand as she shakes it. Thank you for joining us on this voyage, Mala. Oh, Amy, somebody has to keep you alive, she replies. This is the moment of awkward silence as Dr. Kenzler glances up at the woman and then down at her feet, her cheeks tinged red. Right, well then, she remarks and continues up the walkway. Dr. Kenzler clears her throat. Once she's out of the earshot, Dr. Mala Singha is our physician. She explains, it took some convincing to get her to join us, so try not to abuse her expertise with inconsequential problems. Frostbite will be our very real concern, as will gangrene and hypothermia. Try to stay on her good side. You're unsure if Dr. Kenzler is joking. The good doctor is a 4-2 ally, 3 supplies, spend an action, spend 1 supply and exhaust. Heal 2 damage from an investigator or another ally at your location. I like her a lot. That's awesome. All right. A man's voice. Wait, hold on. Is this a little loud? Okay. A man's voice pierces the sudden silence along with the clamor of a dog barking. On you. Damn it, on you. Don't run off like that, he shouts. That will be Mr. Ashevak, Dr. Kenzler says, scratching off another name from her list. Moments later, you watch as a large gray-furred dog bounce towards you, its tongue hanging out of his mouth in excitement. You lean over and pet the dog, running your hand along her thick, long fur. The man finally catches up to the dog, huffing with effort. On you. Come on. I thought I trained you better than this, he said, catching his breath. Elia Ashevak is our dog handler, Dr. Kenzler interjects. He is in charge of taking care of the 44 sled dogs we are bringing along with us, not to mention their feeding and training. Anyu here makes 45, he corrects her before turning to shake your head. We'll also be holed up in the ship for a while, so let's drop the formalities. Just Elia is fine. This guy, right? Oh, dude, he looks nice. 3 secrets. Action. Spend 1 secret and exhaust. Evade. Attempt to evade with a base skill of 5. If you succeed, you may move to a connecting location. Nice. Alright. As the man and his enormous dog board the ship, you ask Dr. Kenzler if she received the letter you sent regarding Professor Dyer's concerns. I am well aware of his report, Dr. Kenzler replies, but as I have told him time and time again, I have no intention of ceasing or postponing this expedition. Just then, footsteps approach behind you, interrupting conversation. Speak of the devil, Dr. Kenzler mutters. Looking up from a clipboard, you turn to find none other than Professor William Dyer and his student Danforth, each toting several bags of luggage. I'm glad you finally decided to join us, William. Amy, he acknowledges, I am not here because I believe in your mission statement. I'm here to make sure that you and your companions do not get themselves killed. You have no idea what you're walking into. Then you'll have ample enough opportunity to educate us along the way. She turns to address young Danforth, who was staring up at the tanker ship with a pained expression. Danforth, I hope you understand that you are under no obligation to come along on this expedition. After everything you went through, she trails off, her eyebrows raised in a worry atypical of her usual cold demeanor. I appreciate your concern, Dr. Kenzler, but I'm looking forward to the opportunity to return to Antarctica. I need to be there again. She follows his gaze to the Theodosia, which bobs steadily up and down in the choppy Atlantic waters. Very well, we are still working to get all our equipment on board. Mr. Ellsworth can help you with find your rooms. You nod and begin boarding along with the remaining crew and the rest of the expedition team, mostly students at the university, along with several unaffiliated explorers and several researchers in a variety of fields. Once more you spy the scant sliver of sunlight above before it's smothered by gray clouds. Okay, so we have Professor, 3 secrets, action, spend a secret, and exhaust Professor, heal 2 horror from an investigator or an ally asset at your location, and Danforth, who's got a very troubling look on his face, 5 secrets, reaction, after investigator location resolves, to Kelly Lee, weakness, exhaust Danforth to spend 1 secret, that investigator draws 2 cards. Okay. He's a studious fellow. and nearing the end of this prologue, these 9 characters will be your partners throughout the campaign. Their various talents will be crucial in the scenarios to come. However, if you wish for this expedition to be successful, it is imperative that you keep them healthy and sane. In the expedition team section of the campaign log, you can view the status of each member of the expedition team. As they are injured or begin to question their sanity, update the campaign log accordingly. You will be instructed to do so. As each team member is killed or driven insane, cross them off the list one by one. Okay, so if they die on the expedition, they die in real life. All right. When you're ready to begin the campaign, proceed to scenario 1.
So the one thing I will very quickly go over, the one rule piece of information here, because it's relevant, is we're going to be given pretty regularly the option of taking one of these people with us, and they will have their own stats. They have their own set of rules where they can't be. We do record their health and sanity at the end of each mission, so they will retain their health and sanity. If we get defeated, they actually die. So even if we survive the mission, they're considered dead and gone. So keep that in mind. But they do have special rules, like they won't be like discarded by card effects like Crypt Chill that say, like, if they're your only asset in play, and you pop Crypt Chill, you won't discard them or something like that.
Okay.
I believe. I'm going to double check on that, but that should be the overall. They have a couple like different rules, but the main thing is we're going to be recording our health and sanity, and we don't want to die while we have them, because if we do, they die too.
Got it. Very, very cool.
And,
I kind of like that. All right, so we go into scenario 1, Ice and Death. All right, scenario 1, Ice and Death. And thank you everybody for hanging out with us as we read a lot of text. But it's really, really cool story. So I hope you're enjoying it. Scenario 1, Ice and Death. It has been a long 8 weeks since you left Boston, and not without its toil. The Theodosia followed much of the same route as its predecessors, the Arkham and the Miskatonic, first sailing southward along the east coast and through the Panama Canal before venturing toward the Antarctic Circle. As the weather grew steadily colder, icebergs became more and more of a problem for the ship to navigate, but with the crew's expertise and the logs of the previous captains who made the same journey, you make good time. Soon enough, you spied the mist-covered peaks of Mounts Erebus and Terror ahead, marking the site of Ross Island near the ice shelf that will serve as the expedition's landing spot. As you approach the coast, Dr. Kenzler and the rest of the team meet aboard the deck of the Theodosia to discuss your plans. We'll use the same breech's buoy system as before to unload the supplies on the ice shelf, she explains. Mr. Fredericks, Mr. Ellsworth, and Mr. Claypool, you'll be taking one of our smaller boats to the shelf to help to find us a landing zone. Mrs. Tekka, once we have camp up and running, those airplanes are your first priority. Mr. Ashevak, I expect those sledges to help move supplies from the landing to camp. As soon as we reach the ice shelf, there's going to be a lot of work to get done in a short time. I don't want to have to wrangle these 3 dozen dogs on top of that, so get them in order. Elia rolls his eyes and idly pets Anya, who sits diligently by his side. Yes, ma'am. Professor Dyer speaks up. I suspect the lack of ice melting and boring equipment means we aren't taking any mineral samples. He asks rhetorically. Dr. Kenzler shakes her head. No need, although if we happen to find a suitable piece, we might as well claim it. That said, our mission is solely to corroborate the findings you made with Danforth and to bring back more evidence of this ancient species, these elder things, as you dub them. A living specimen would be ideal, of course, with such a strange and alien beast trapped in ice throughout the ages. It would be like discovering a live woolly mammoth, I imagine. He balks at that. A living specimen? Do you know these things killed several of Lake's men, right? How do you propose we capture one exactly? She blinks. You're the expert, William. You tell me. Dyer walks off, shaking his head and muttering angrily, I knew this was a bad idea. All right, you have your assignments. We will reach land within an hour. Be ready, Dr. Kenzler says, dismissing the meeting. Before she can go below deck, you approach and remark that you aren't sure what you should be doing just yet. Oh, there'll be enough manual labor to go around, she replies with a hint of a smirk. Proceed to Ice and Death Part 1. Wow. Ice and Death Part 1, Intro 1. After 2 weeks and many hours of hard work, the expedition is ready to make its first foray into the cold, dead continent of Antarctica. Miss Tekka, along with 2 other mechanics, have fully assembled 3 airplanes along the flat ice shelf, a perfect place for takeoffs and landings. Your team congregates by the airplanes, along with several days' worth of camping equipment. Your plan is to fly 2 of the planes over the vast, jagged peaks, taking aerial photographs of the stone cities mentioned in Dyer's account. That is, if such a thing exists. If we can find a safe landing zone, we will set up temporary outposts, Dr. Kenzler explains. Dyer, Danforth, Fredericks, and Claypool will stick around while the rest of us head back to base camp. We can use the sledges to ferry supplies to and from the camps. Otherwise, we'll simply scout out the area and head back to camp. The team nods in agreement and begins boarding the planes. If Winifred Habermock is one of the investigators in the campaign, proceed to Intro 2. I love that they do these things. So that's interesting. So we don't get to read that. Otherwise, go to Intro 3. Buckle up, your pilot says. You climb into your seat and get ready for the flight. One at a time, the 2 planes take off from the ice shelf and soar into the opaque fog. The rough Antarctic winds and low visibility make for poor flying conditions, but nonetheless you venture through the beautiful and deceptive polar mirages over miles of icy wastes and barren snowdrifts. Dr. Kenzler peers out a window and you pass a magnificent view of distant mountains like vibrant, enchanted castles floating above the clouds. They're beautiful, she remarks quietly. These are nothing, Dyer begins. Wait until you see... And then the storm hits. The winter winds are so sudden and fierce that they almost force you out of your seat. Both planes shunt to and fro in the hard winds, and you hear several of the passengers shouting behind you. What in the hell, Fredericks grunts. We have to head back, Claypool shouts. These winds will force us down if we keep going. We're so close, Dr. Kenzler growls bitterly. We don't have a choice, he yells back, but it's too late. The plane lurches towards the ground. The pilot struggles in vain to regain control. All the other passengers notice the dark shape of the sky at the same time you do is the massive shadow, like a curtain drawn across the mountains, or perhaps the tattered wings of an antediluvian behemoth. It scowls at you with dreadful hollow eyes, and it reaches out, and as you regain consciousness, intense pain sears through your blistering skin. Through the haze, you can barely hear muffled shouting outside the burning husk of an airplane. Somebody grips your arm, pulls you from the wreckage, and hurls you into the soft snow. More shouts erupt all around you. There's another! Quickly, grab my hand! You rise to your feet with a world of effort. Miraculously, you are only bruised and winded. Most of the other team members are similarly unharmed, except... Alright. Gather the 9 story assets from the expedition team encounter set, shuffle them, and choose one at random. The chosen character was killed in the plane crash. Holy crap. In the expedition team section of the campaign log, cross off their name, record in the campaign log that the character's name was killed in the plane crash. Find and read the passage in the next column that corresponds to the character killed in the plane crash, then proceed to setup. This is crazy already. Oh, is this shuffled up?
Yep. Yeah, you can shuffle it again if you want.
Oh my god, dude. Who is it gonna be? Are we gonna die, dude? It's Ellsworth, dude. Oh, dude, he carried my luggage. Okay.
That's true.
Where is he? If rolled, Ellsworth was killed in the plane crash. Damn it, Cookie grunts as they pull Ellsworth's lifeless body out of the wreckage. Damn it all to hell. Damn this damned expedition, all you damned people. Dr. Kenzler and Professor Dyer take the brunt of his rage, but they aren't looking at Cookie. Their eyes are fixed on Ellsworth's corpse. You spot Claypole turning away, unable to even look upon his friend's cold, dead eyes. What in the hell was that damn thing in the sky? Do you even know? Of course you don't know. Damn it, Cookie continues swearing for some time before marching off into the snow himself. Mr. Fredericks, where are you going? Dr. Kenzler shouts over the raging wind. Where do you think? He yells back. We gotta find camp for the night. We'll all end up like Ellsworth, won't we? After a moment of thought, Dr. Kenzler nods coldly. He is right. Come on. Then we go to setup. Holy crap, dude. I can't believe, someone just died like that.
Right off the bat, man. He is gone.
All right. Investigator setup. Each investigator may choose one available member of the expedition team who is not crossed off to join them. Put the story asset for the chosen character into play in that investigator's play area. These story assets can be found in the expedition team encounter set. Holy crap. Who are you going for, my friend?
I'll give you the first choice. I mean, I was trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
But I want to see who you go with first.
It's one of those things. It's like I like Kenzler, but it doesn't really help me too much. It's like I don't know how much we need healing. I definitely don't need resources. Like I almost want to it's like, should I be grabbing Cookie and getting somebody to help my weakness, or do I just get something to help me utility wise instead? Like Professor Dyer to help me heal horror. So I think I'm between Dyer and Cookie.
Okay. I don't know if I should. If I don't want to give you any. I certainly won't give you any information from my experience, but I can tell you that I played a lot of Dyer in our last campaign.
Oh, you did?
Because specifically the fact that I'm a rogue with one.
That's
willpower.
what. Yeah, because every time I get a mind treachery, I'm just gonna eat it. So, I think I'm gonna take this guy, Dyer.
I'm trying to decide who I want to take here. Given how many assets I have in my starting deck, I'm thinking about taking Takata for some money. She's also going to fly our planes. I mean, I don't know. So far, the planes she built wasn't all that trustworthy.
Yeah.
Maybe she can make up for it by giving me a few extra bucks. I think I'm going to take her to start.
Okay, cool.
And if you notice, they do not take up your ally slot.
Oh, sweet. Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah, you're going over
the
here.
rest of these I'll gather up and put up to the top. And otherwise, I think that's it. I will reference the Tekka lilies when they come up. The only other thing would be the frost tokens. So since we're about to start here, frost tokens you'll see in the bag. I'll pull one out real fast just so you know what they look like. They're very simple. They share a lot with Bless or Curse. If you draw one of these, they count as a -1, and you have to draw another token. Similar to Curse. The difference is if you ever draw 2 Frost tokens in a single test, it counts as an auto-fail. So since we're playing on hard, our bag starts with 2 of them.
Oh, okay. What's the max number?
I think it's like 8.
Okay. And do they get removed from the bag when you reveal them, or no?
No, they stay in.
Oh, they stay in.
They're permanent.
Okay. So that's different than
And
Bless
meaning
Curse.
also if we get any during the mission, they will stay in there too.
Okay.
So they're a big deal. They're a big deal. And the other thing is, as far as game setup goes, because we are starting on hard, they did a lot of stuff in this campaign where you actually start with some amount of Doom on the first agenda. So we do have 1 Doom on the first agenda, and that's the last bit of setup. Otherwise, we should be good to go.
Okay, let's do our opening hands, and then I'll read the act and the agenda.
Okay.
All right. I got a little money. I got a little that. Think I want... Actually, not a bad hand.
Yeah. Mine's also.
I kind of
solid.
want Leo DeLuca, though. So I will toss those 3. I'll get another 3. I'll throw away my weakness. Whoops. So, I'll get another one.
I'm just mulliganing 1 myself. Okay. Daring.
So I ended up with basically a very similar hand that I threw away. Okay.
Yep.
All right, we will read the agenda in the act. Agenda is 1A, Cold Welcome, with a 4 Doom threshold. We already have 1 on the board. This isn't exactly how you imagined your first foray into the Antarctic winds. The stinging cold and lashing frozen winds will only get worse over time. After a location is entered by an investigator for the first time, put into play each set-aside location connected to that location. Interesting. Okay. And the act is Act 1A, search for a campsite. You're going to have to find a way back to the camp, and soon, or you'll have to make ado camping in the wilds. Action: if each investigator is at the same location and that location has no clues on it, resign. You set up camp. Each investigator resigns. Objective: find somewhere safe to set up camp. If each undefeated investigator has resigned, advance. The higher the shelter value of the location they resigned at, the better. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm sure that'll make more sense as we go on.
Yep. In fact, if you want to read and flip crash site, it'll reference it.
Yeah, hold on. I'm just going to get this card down here. All right. Crash site. It was risky business sailing over the Antarctic in a single airplane without any line of bases. We're going to flip this. And we get 2 shroud, no clue, shelter 0 at the bottom right, everybody. Action: test book or foot 3 to scavenge from the wreckage. If you succeed in the supplies recovered section of the campaign log, record spare parts. Max 1 success per campaign. Okay. That seems kind of important. So if we were, if we were to say, hey, resign here, it's like our shelter is 0, and like that sucks.
Yeah, we could do it right now, resign, but this would be a shelter 0 spot, which, like you're saying, not so hot. Otherwise, yeah, we are. Our only mission is to just figure out where we want to camp.
Cool. Let's talk about really quickly who we're playing. Matt, you want to just start? Because we're introducing a couple new investigators here.
Yeah, these are both investigators from the new set. They all share the theme of starting out as one color and becoming another color. So I'm Lily Chen. I started out as a mystic, started out purple. So my starting deck is all purple cards plus 5 blue cards that are level 0. After that, anything else I put in my deck has to be an XP blue card. Mm-hmm. So she's a chosen one. Her deal is for every 0 to 15 experience, and then 15 to 30. Every 15 experience she gets to start with a discipline. This is an example of discipline. I'm starting with Alignment of the Spirit. So I get a permanent passive +1 mind. It has an ability, but if I use it, I have to flip over and break my discipline. Mm-hmm. and it stays broken until something specific happens, and it changes based on each discipline. Also, for every discipline I do unlock, I have to put one of my weaknesses in my deck, special weaknesses. So that's her. She is, in theory, you can kind of take her whatever direction you want, depending upon which disciplines you go. So I'm going kind of hybrid-y, kind of more fighty. I started with this new thing, this new permanent you start the game with, that you buy at deck creation. You start with a total of 2 trauma. However you want to put it out. I took 2 mental trauma to start, and my deck starts with 3 extra experience. So I started with, sorry, I meant to pull these out. 1 copy of Ever Vigilant, the card that lets you play up to 3 assets one at a time. It's a pretty classic blue one. And then I also started with a copy of level 2 Bandolier, which says you have an extra hand slot, and if 2 of your hand slots are full, you get +1 mind. So I'm leaning into the mind, at least to start, and that is Lily Chen.
Pretty sweet. I'm playing Monterey Jack, like the cheese, everyone. And he is a seeker. He's a rogue that turns seeker, basically. So I get to start in my deck building with 5 level 0 seeker cards, and then all the upgrades I get have to be seeker. They can't be rogue. So high evade, high book value. So I will be doing a lot of evading and cluing for this. But I did tech in some rogue cards for damage because we've learned when we play 2-player that it's better if we're a little bit more hybrid than specialized. But I think the really cool things about Monterey Jack here are his passive ability here. At the end of your turn, if you started the round 1 location away from your current location, you either gain a resource or draw a card. If you started the round 2 or more locations away, you do both of those. And the same thing with the star effect. If you are away from your starting location, you can get a resource in the card. So very, very cool. We'll see how he works. I hopefully will be moving around a lot, but we'll see.
Done.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably going to play a money card. I can play a money card to help you and me play a lot picks and move so that I'm away. That's probably what my first turn is going to be. Okay.
I probably don't need money right off the bat because I have both Ever Vigilant in my hand, plus I have Tekka. So
so I might just play lockpicks and start moving then.
Sure.
All right. First turn, first action, I'm going to play some lockpicks. And then I'm going to decide to go... Do I want to the Precarious Ice Sheet or the Treacherous Path? Both of them seem very not good. Or the Frozen Shores. Wow. The choices. And these are connected to each other, these ones. Okay. Let's go check out the Frozen Shores real quick. Because I doubt we're going to actually end up there. It says Shelter 2, though. So 2 Shroud, 2 Clue, Shelter 2. Frozen Shores gets +2 Shroud. If an encounter card is attached to it, there's no encounter card currently attached. But I might... so it's just a 2 Shroud. And I think I'm going to...
Hold on 1 second. I got to put this out.
Oh, the thing that's connected to it.
Yep, and we actually are probably going to have to move this over to the side because this map gets a little
wonky,
wild.
All right.
Size-wise.
And does that get shown revealed?
No. It is not revealed right now. It's just connected to Frozen Shores.
Oh, I see. Okay. So it is a 2 Shroud. With my last action, I guess I'll just investigate here. Okay. And I might as well use my lockpicks because I will definitely not break it unless it's a tentacle.
Good odds.
9-2. Up 7, -4. I got it. I got a clue.
Sweet. All right.
That was me.
And so now that your turn's end is when you trigger your ability.
Oh, yeah. I can trigger my ability. I'm going to draw a card.
Okay. All right. So my go. First action, I'm going to draw a card to see if I can find anything else I want to put online. You know what? I'm going to... I'll take this. I'll just take what I have. Second action, I'm going to play Ever-Vigilant.
Okay.
I'm going to play 3 assets one at a time, reducing their cost by 1 each. So I'm going to play Arcane Flame for 2, David Renfield for 1, and Holy Rosary for 1. So that's a total of $4.
Nice.
Last action, I think I'm going to exhaust Tekka to take $3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. And that will be it.
All right. So no enemies. So we'll just go straight to Upkeep. Okay.
Nice.
Doom.
Should have drawn one more.
We are 2 of 4. 2 of 4 right now because you didn't activate Renfield.
Wait a minute. What happened to my Azure Flame? Oh, it's out. Okay,
yeah.
there we go.
Okay. And then let's shuffle this encounter deck. And let me do my first bad card of the campaign. Here we go. Ice Shaft. Test foot 3 for each frost token revealed during the test. Take 1 damage. If you fail, take 2. 1 false step. All right, so I'm a 5 to a 3 on this. I don't think I need to pump anything. 0. I pass.
Nice. Yep. I got Dark Aurora. Test mine 3 for each frost token. Okay, so same thing you had, but for horror. Yeah. Well, let me see what I got here, because I do have 2 starting horror already. Do I want to do anything about this? I think I'm okay right now. So I will take a 3 test. I'm only a 4. I don't think I want to exhaust David to put a Doom on him right now, considering we're only 1 away.
Yeah, it's a little sketch.
Yeah, it may be one of those things where I'm just taking some horror. Okay, let's see what that says.
-2. For each point you fail by, shuffle the top card of the Tekka deck into your deck without looking at it. For each card you cannot shuffle, take a horror.
So that means I am a 4. -2 means I fail by 1. Yep. So I both am taking 2 horror, which I'll put 1 on my Rosary. Yep. And since you have Dire, I'm going to put 1 on Tekka, because Dire can also heal allies should we need that later.
Got it.
But this damage, this horror, is more or less permanent. Unless otherwise.
Got it.
And now I'm going to come up here to the Tekka deck, and since this is kind of last major mechanic, this deck is up here. So what this deck is just a bunch of player cards. When you take one and you draw it, you just take it from the top of the deck, put it into your deck and shuffle it. Well, that's usually what happens. Sometimes there'll be exceptions.
I see.
Later, when you draw it, the weakness then will come out of your deck and go onto the bottom of this deck.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Bottom of the deck. So it's not it is permanent to my deck if I don't draw it, but as soon as I draw it, it goes away.
Got it.
And that will be that. All right.
Okay. So I guess it's our turn now.
Okay. Well, I did draw my Clue Gather card. The thing about my Clue Gather card is I will be... it does involve me using my mind, yep. Which will only be a 4. So basically, I'm going to have to hit some of the lower Shroud locations. Although I guess you're technically a 4 right now, too.
Yeah, we're both kind of low. Well, with the lock picks, I can do 1 thing at a 9. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, I could go exploring for us, but you also are good at exploring.
Yeah, so I might leave this. I could leave this 2 Shroud clue for you, and then go exploring further south. As an additional cost for you to enter this location, investigate your location must spend. Oh no! I can't go there. Not yet.
If you grab the clue, you could go in there. So I mean, it's that's a choice too if you want.
You know what? Let me just do that.
Okay.
I will. You know what? I'll lockpicks this. It's a 9 to a 2. That's a tablet -4. So I succeed. So we'll get the clue. And then, do you mind if I spend the 2 clue to go here?
Absolutely. We gotta go hunt.
Let's go. So second action, spend the 2 clue. We're going to Penguin Land, 1 shroud, 4 clue, shelter 4. When you successfully investigate the broad snowdrifts, add a frost token to the chaos bag. Discover 3 additional clues. Holy crap!
Some remnants.
So
wait, hold on, I have to add 3 locations.
So I could scoop 4 clue by adding 1 frost token, basically.
Yeah, at the cost of adding the frost token, that would be the case. I mean, the frost token would be permanent,
Right.
but that is what it is saying. And then let me put out the last 2 locations.
But shelter 4 seems pretty good. That's like the best number we've seen so far. Well, we've only revealed 2, but oh god, it keeps going. Ah.
So.
Oh my god, what's happening?
So these connect here.
SAR goes to
Make this a little.
Have we seen the teardrop? No. And that's
all right. So that's what you've got going on at the moment.
Holy crap. So I investigated, I moved, I have 1 more action left. I could just regular investigate this at a 4 to a 1, which is not too bad. It's not the greatest. We don't know if clues do anything in this scenario.
Well, the main thing we do is, like, if you look at these other locations we just popped out, all of them require clue to open.
Oh, I see. Oh, Remnants of Lakes Camp needs 8 clues, dude?
Yeah.
This one needs 4 clues. And that one needs 8 clues, dude. Oh, my God. I guess I'm gonna get... oh, my God, dude. This is scary. Am I really gonna put a frost token in the bag? What do you think?
That's your call. I mean, it does accelerate things significantly. It's also a permanent token that has its own consequences. I mean, you got to make your own choices here.
I know.
Like, I'm not a big frost tokens, but I mean, you know.
Yeah, this is like rough because things are happening to us so fast.
I mean, the trade-off is, well, I mean, technically, nothing's happening to us yet.
Yeah.
So remember, you gotta think about like this map, like this game. It's hard to say.
Yeah.
Don't think of this campaign in the same light you have with others.
I know, because we really could just stop whenever we wanted, like.
Right. So you don't have to explore everything right away.
We just have to explore to a point where we feel comfortable enough to be like, we're good.
Right.
But from here, I can't really do anything except investigate.
Yeah, you are stopped there until unless we move a different direction. So, also, I mean, if you move back up here, you won't be triggering your...
Yeah, I know.
Really? So, yeah,
you know what? I'm gonna investigate, dude. It's a 4 to a 1.
Okay.
And I failed.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay, so at the end of my turn, I am gonna draw a card. All right.
Right. So for my turn, I will definitely be playing the Sixth Sense so that I can start trying to get some clue. So 1, 2, 3. I am a 5 mind right now, so I could just go look for something else. I'll head up to Treacherous Path.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Let's check this
God,
out.
these maps are going to be huge, aren't they?
Of course, after you reveal 1 or more tokens during a skill test here, take a damage and horror for each.
Oh my god, okay.
And this is connecting to... Let me double check it. I'm adding just the equals thing. Yeah.
Yeah, you're adding the equal sign.
Rocky Crags, which will go right about I guess here. Yeah, I'll stick him right there.
Oh, and that's connected to this crystalline cavern.
Yes. So that's something to kind of keep in mind there. So these are going to go all the way down here. Okay. And I didn't mean to take that token. All right, there we go. So that was action 1. Action 2. Sorry, my first play 6 and second move. Yeah, I'm a 5 to a 2. I'll go and see if I can grab a clue for us. Sure. Here we go. -2, so 5 to a 2. I pass by 1. And grab my first clue.
Nice. I like it.
Done. Okay. So, no enemy phase?
Yep. So upkeep. Sweet.
I draw Haunted.
Oh.
My random basic weakness.
You get -1 to each of your skills. Okay. Got it. Doom is at 3 of 4. And bad cards. I'm going to grab a whiteout, attach to your location. Each investigator at attached location gets -1 to all your skills. At the end of the round, discard it. Okay.
Okay. Not terrible. I'm going to rip a Polar Mirage. This is obnoxious. Test the nearest location with at least 1 clue and without a copy of Polar Mirage. So after you discover or take control of 1 or more clues, you have to discard your whole hand.
Holy crap, that's savage.
It is a rough one. Absolutely, for sure. So I guess we'll decide if we want to do that. I mean, I'm only sitting on 2 cards right now. It's not terrible. Okay. Well, do you want to go exploring? You want me to grab clue? What do you want to do?
I might go exploring, man. I just picked up Scout Ahead, so I could like kind of explore up here.
Like 1, 2,
right? Because I'm still unsure whether or not I should pick up the clues over here, and I kind of don't want to go into the snow graves. If anything, I want to go into like the remnants of Lake's camp, but we just don't have enough clues for that. Even if I grab these 4.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna spend $1. I'm gonna play Scout Ahead. Move up to 3 times. Enemies do not engage you during this movement. So I will go 1, 2, 3 to the Precarious Ice Sheet. 4 Shroud, 2 Clues, Shelter 2. Reaction: when you draw a Hazard Treachery while at the Ice Sheet, add a Frost token to the Chaos bag. Cancel that card's effects and discard it.
Remember, reactions are optional, so you don't have to do that, but you can.
Okay, got it. All right, and then this is now connected to the circle that the blue triangle.
I think it's this is what's missing, right?
Yeah, it's connected to that as well, but it's also connected to a blue triangle somewhere.
That is where I'm on.
Oh, that's where you're on. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So the Icy Wastes, as initial cost for you to enter this, you spend 2 clues as a group. So I have 2 more actions left. At a 4. Let's see what I want to do here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I kind of want to use some of my cards. Because I'm going to draw 2 new cards, or a card and a resource. Let's
Well, okay, just you miscounted originally. You actually only went 2 spaces. Oh yeah, which is still 2 away. So you get a card in a buck.
Yeah, I get a card in a buck. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and then plus you have your chip and chair. So yeah, sure, pitching like something in there for book. I mean, what, you have 3 money cards in your hand, right? And
Yeah. I was going to say I was going to play my 21er bus for fun.
Wrong with that.
Okay, let's play my 21er bus as my my second action. So this is really interesting, guys. I'm gambling here. So each Skull, Cultist, Tablet, and Elder Thing will be treated as a 5, a Tentacle is a 10, and a Star is either 1 or 11. I can stop whenever I want, but if I get 18, 19, 20, or 21 bucks, then I can get a certain amount of resources. So that's nothing. That's nothing. It's nothing.
No. That's not nothing. No.
What?
Stop. Slow down.
Oh.
That's 4. That's 4 points.
Oh, I thought these
Those
don't count as
numbers-
anything.
No, they definitely count.
Okay. So that's 4. Okay. That's 8.
8.
Okay, we're still good.
That's nothing.
So that's considered nothing. Okay. So 18.
That's 18. That's the roughest number because that's kind of like your odds of busting are high.
The odds of busting because I haven't picked. I already got all the numbers, dude.
Yeah.
There's only 2 -1s. There's like 1 0. There's like only 1 more -2. Like I might just have to like just take the $4, which means I only net $2.
$2. Yeah, that was a rough.
That was awful.
Yeah. That, I mean, at least you didn't bust, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a rough
Yeah,
one.
I might as well have played emergency cash at this point. Okay, so in my last action, I'm going to investigate here. I use my lock picks, which combine my foot and my book. So I'm a 9 to a 4. I'm up 5. -1. Okay. So I'll get a clue.
Take that off.
All right, end of my turn. I'm 2 spaces away, so I get to get a card and a resource.
Okay.
Ooh, Lone Wolf. Perfect.
And I haven't gone this turn yet.
No, you have not gone.
I'm just gonna go for this. Like the cards in my hand, as much as I like them, I'm okay losing them.
Yeah.
Discover 1 more clues. Discard each one which you can discard. Okay, so I'm actually just gonna pitch both of these to the test.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna lose them anyway. So I will be a 5, 6, 7 to 2. I'm up 5.
No, I'm up 4. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna discard this first.
Yep.
Spend 2 actions. Discard this
Okay.
first. Now I'll do that. Thank you. I totally forgot about that.
Oh, okay.
Stars. So unfortunately or fortunately, I don't need to do anything with that right now. I don't
right.
have a broken disc. But I do this. Actually, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me read. Oh, it's not star 6 cents triggers off of.
Oh.
Okay, I was hoping star could trigger off it too because I could just pull that one off. There.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna take this one. So I take this clue, which puts me to 2. I now will. I don't have a hand to discard, but I do pop Polar Mirage. It will go away.
Perfect.
Discard that. And we are done.
All right. So no enemies again, so we'll just go straight to Upkeep. 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 8 cards. Good. We will tick over the Doom. We are at 4 threshold.
I'm sorry. I wanted to use David Renfield.
Oh yeah,
To
obviously.
get it done.
Yep.
That
It's
takes
the
over.
witching hour.
Okay, and then I was going to use that just at the end of the last phase. It's just $1. It doesn't really matter, I don't think.
Yeah, no,
We'll see.
that's totally legit. All right, Agenda 1B under the ice. Hold on, come see this. One of the other team members shouts as you trudge ahead through the snow. You turn back and examine what they have found. A second set of tracks in the snow, but smaller, misshapen, almost impossibly so. When the hell could have made these tracks? One of your party asks. You stand dumbfounded. Very little wildlife exists out here in the frozen wastes, and these tracks match nothing you've ever seen before, nothing you can even imagine. You don't have to question what could make such tracks for long. A shape emerges from the erupting snow, twisted and deformed, like a splotch of ink spilled upon the canvas of reality. It makes a strange, almost familiar cry that is eaten by the howling wind. Lee, Lee! Then, with terrifying speed, it rushes towards you. Spawn the set-aside skittering nonsense at the lead investigator's location. Shuffle the remainder of the set-aside skittering nonsense enemies and the set-aside creatures in the ice encounter set into the encounter deck.
Okay. Done.
Okay, and then Agenda 2A with a 7 Doom threshold into the white. Something dwells beneath the ice, something you've never seen or heard of before, not even in William Dyer's horrifying report, something unreal. After a location is entered by an investigator for the first time, put into play each set-aside location. Same thing. So we have...
So this is actually on you right here.
Okay. All right, so the Skittering Nonsense is a 2/2/4 Hunter. When you defeat Skittering Nonsense, shuffle the top card of the Tequila deck into your deck without looking at it. If you cannot, it attacks me. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So, do you want me? Oh wait.
I'm probably gonna. I can break. I was probably gonna breaking and entering to investigate and then evade this thing.
Let's draw our bad cards first.
Oh, right.
Draw
You're
bad
right.
cards. Because I was about to do the same thing. Just be like.
Here we go. Ice Shaft, test foot 3 for each frost token. Take a damage. If you fail, take 2 damage. I'm a 5 to a 3. Do I want to throw anything at that? Probably not, actually. I kind of like my things. Yeah, 5 to a 3. A skull is a minus X. X is the shelter value of your location, which is a shelter 2. So I succeed. -2.
Nice. Okay. I get Polar Vortex. Attach to my location. When you end your turn at attached location, each card you control with health, including Investigator, takes direct damage.
Holy crap.
And around discards. So,
just don't end.
I just need to not stay here.
So just don't end there.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Well, then that does big question. I mean, I do have a spell online. I can come over and fight that thing, or you can evade it, and I can spend my 2 clue to walk up into the Rocky Crags.
I could also backstab it too, is the other thing, which is probably the better thing.
Sure. Then I can go start getting clues. So let's see how your turn goes, because I can always back you up if it goes poorly.
Yeah. Okay. Dr. Arverick says, does a frost token go into the bag due to Lyle's location?
No. That is if Lyle had chosen to cancel that hazard, then he could have added the frost token instead. But reaction abilities are optional, and so he didn't use it. Also, on top of that, Lyle, is what you actually drew a hazard? No. Oh yeah, it was.
Oh, it was a hazard.
True. Yeah, so you could have canceled it if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But speaking of that, we forgot to discard the whiteout from last round. But yes, it is optional if you want to do that.
I actually forgot completely about my location, so thanks for the reminder on that. But I was going to take that foot test. Because like that's the one thing I'm good at. All right, so I'm gonna backstab this guy. This is why I put this in the deck. Spend $3. Fight. This uses foot instead of fist and deals 2 damage. 2 damage. I'm only a 5 to a 2, so I'm up 3. I would love to be up 4, but I don't want to lose my lone wolf, and I want to use my breaking and entering if I don't get this right.
Hold on, let me fill this out there. Right now, you're overkilling this by 1, right? And you're spending $3. What if you just spent $2 instead and played small favor on it?
Oh, I forgot I had small favor as well in here. You're right. Yes, absolutely.
Well, I'm sorry. It will be $4. It will be $4 because it does 1 by default. If you pay 2 more, it does 2.
Yeah.
So it does cost 1 more, but you don't have to take
But I don't
test.
have to take a test, so I think I'd rather do that.
Okay.
And I will kill it by the exact amount it needs. Yeah.
Going damage to enemy location. Wait a minute.
Yeah. Increases cost by 2. Change it from 1 damage to 2 damage.
I was looking at this and I realized that this actually might provoke an attack of opportunity. It's not a fight. It's not fast. So that is a reason.
What? Okay, hold on. We're not playing that then.
Yeah, I actually...
oh my god, you're right. It's not...
Attention out small favor.
I always assumed that it was like...
You just got to hit because it's all damage, but now that I'm looking at it, yeah, that should actually provoke attack of opportunity. So maybe the backstab is the best.
Oh my god, the backstab is... Okay.
Or evading him and then doing that, but like, you know, I don't know if that's worth it.
Backstab, okay. I'm only up 3 here. This is a little sketch. You know what? No, I'm gonna pitch. I'm gonna pitch Lone Wolf. I'm up 4.
Okay.
Okay. -2. Okay.
Dead. So you take the top card of the Tekka deck and shuffle it into your deck.
Okay. That
Okay.
sucks.
You got 2 actions.
All right, 2 more actions. Yep. I'm going to investigate here with my lock picks. A 9 to a 4. I'm up 5.
Okay.
Cultist is a -2, so I succeed.
And you succeed by 2.
Yep.
Don't forget that with lock picks. You guys succeed by 2 also.
Oh yeah, otherwise my lock picks breaks. Yeah. And then so that's 1, 2. I might have a 1 last action. Do we want to see what the Icy Wastes are about?
Sure. I mean, like, may as well move forward. I forgot to connect these.
Yeah, let's do it. Icy Wastes. I'm gonna spend 2 clues with my last action. And Icy Wastes. 2 Shroud, 4 clues, shelter 4. Treat the modifier of the first frost token revealed during each skill test at Icy Wastes as a -3 instead of a -1. Okay. So we have 2 shelter 4 areas. That seems pretty okay so far.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's like kind of that. It's still within that first like ring adjacent to the start.
Yeah.
So I mean, it can look deeper.
Yeah, I was like all the ones that like are like 8 clues a group. Yeah. 4 clues as a group. These are going to be big ones. All right.
Your new location. Oh yeah, the one that makes frost tokens worse. Okay.
Yep. All right. You're
up. Do your end of turn.
Oh, I went 1 place. I'm going to get a card.
Okay. All right. Well, I think I'm going to spend my 2 clues to actually move up as well into the Rocky Cracks.
Okay, cool.
So, flip this, move up. Forced. When a treachery is attached here, that treachery gains surge.
Oof.
So something like Vortex, for example. And that will connect this to this, and we'll put out our final location.
Oh, so these are all the locations now.
Yeah. So this is our full map.
Okay. Got it.
So I have 2 actions left. So considering that we're far away from the Doom Threshold, if I use David Renfield here, I'll be able to go up to a 6 versus a 3. I'll be up 3. That seems okay.
That seems all right to me.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to activate David Renfield. I'm going to put a Doom on him. Gain $1, which also gives him +1 mind. So I have 1 from David, 1 from Rosary, and 1 from my Alignment of the Spirit. And I will now do Sixth Sense as my second action. Okay, I pass. Grab a clue off of here. And my final action will be to try that again.
Okay.
-2. So I still pass.
You still pass.
I do activate the Sixth Sense ability, so if I wanted to, I could investigate something adjacent to me, but everything's shut and empty, so I'm not doing that. But that is the end of my turn.
Yeah, so you get 2 clues for that, right? Yep. Yeah, dude. I like the fact that you picked up Clue.
Yeah, me too. No, this was the important part. This is part of what I learned in the first mission is that if you have just a dedicated fighter, it's a little there's holes in what you can do. And the nice thing about Monty also is even if you do draw an enemy, worst case you can like evade it with your default 5, or you can do some damage to it.
Yeah.
So kind of opens some. But okay. Enemy phase. Nothing.
Upkeep. Okay, I got a weakness. Put buried secrets into play in your threat area. If your location can be investigated, you cannot move except by scenario card effects. I have to spend an action to investigate. If you succeed, instead of discovering clues, you discard this card. If you fail, you may take 2 hard to shuffle it back in your deck and pick it up again later. So what does it mean if it can be investigated? Like,
So it's interesting you bring that
Okay.
up. That actually has never come up before, but there will be a certain that I, for the first time ever, saw a location that actually says the words "cannot be investigated." So basically, that won't mean anything unless a location specifically says the words on it "cannot be
Okay, I was
investigated."
about to say, because it's like,
Basically,
I know even when locations don't have clues on it, you can still investigate it. Okay.
exactly. So like you can investigate here, no problem. And in fact, actually, don't forget that we have this too. If you want to do that at some point, the crash site ability. But yes, for example, you can investigate there even with no clues on it to get rid of that.
Yep.
But right now, you're stuck here. The nice thing about it is, if you try it once, you can guarantee to free yourself up. But potentially at the cost of 2 horror. So
Right.
not so. But Doom.
Oh yeah.
Doom phase.
Doom, 1 of 7. Oh, 2 of 7 because of David. And here we go. Polar Mirage. Attach to the nearest location with at least 1 clue. After you discover or take control of the clue, discard your... Oh my god, dude.
I might come over there and potentially deal with that because I already have a small hand size.
Yeah.
Like right now, it sucks. It would mean 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's far. Let's see what I get.
That was awful.
Kindred Mist. Attach the nearest location without a copy of Kindred Mist. When 1 or more cards from the Tekka lead deck would be shuffled into your deck while you're here, draw them instead, then put them on the bottom of your deck. So basically, instead of going off once, they go off twice.
Wow.
When you draw them, and then on the bottom of your deck for later.
Damn, okay.
But this will go away at end of turn. So this one can very likely do nothing. However, this is a treachery that's attaching to my location, and my location says it surges.
Okay, wait, hold on, really quick. This Polar Vortex is gone, right?
Correct. The Polar
Okay,
Vortex is
cool.
gone. Unfortunately, I just surged into an Ancient Aegis.
Oh my
Everyone's
god,
favorite.
dude. Really?
Yep.
Ugh.
Yep. So
We're 3 of 7 already.
that means we're going to create at least 2 more of those. Okay. And that is that. So
so I can't move.
I assume you don't pop this polar.
But I can still investigate my thing and move out of here.
Because this only goes off if you
Get a clue.
take control of the clue.
Yeah.
So yeah, because how much do we need to go to the top one? We need 4.
Yeah.
So I already have 2. You have 0. God, this is just unfortunate. I'm willing to dump my hand to
So
work
I
on
can
that.
I can get rid of my thing. I can scout ahead to where your location is and try work on that. We can do a little switcheroo.
Yeah. You're a little better at the switcheroo than I am, but it feels like we can't have you dump your whole hand
Yeah.
on that. That would be brutal.
All right. So the first thing I'm going to do
Okay.
is investigate to get rid of my buried secrets. My location is a Shroud of 2. So I'm a 4 to a 2, I guess. I can't use lockpicks on this because I'm actually doing the investigation ability on the card.
Yep.
So it's not
You
great.
could pitch perception.
Yeah, I think I'm going to put my perception into it. So I'm up 4.
Okay, well, hold on. Let me throw one more thing out there. Even if you fail, you can still shuffle it back into your deck, and you have Dire to heal 2 horror. So failing it isn't necessarily terrible. It's just how much you want, like, the card draw right now.
Yeah, I want the card draw because it's like I want like Leo DeLuca. I want like fingerprint
I get
kit.
you.
Like there's
Okay.
so many things in my. I'm just not getting any of it.
Yeah, you did have a weird draw. You drew all your money and then none of your assets.
So
You have-
I'm like flush with cash with nothing to
I saw
do.
that. Okay.
So I'm up
like it.
4.
I like
Yep.
Frost.
0. Okay. So I get to discard
So
this
Michael-
and I get to draw a card.
Yep.
Oh, there he is. The Louisiana Lion.
So you could actually like play him with Faustian Bargain, right? Because you have 2 actions
Yeah.
left.
Oh,
You could like Faustian into him.
and then I get an extra action.
Faust-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it. So Faustian, I'm gonna get $5.
You had 2
Add
curse
2
tokens.
curse tokens to the bag. Then I'm gonna spend $6 to play my sweet ally, which gives me an extra action. And with my extra
Nice.
Leo action, I guess I will scout ahead and move to you.
And that means at the end of your turn, you've moved 2 or more spaces.
Yep. And so I will get a card and a buck.
So just to see this, because this is relevant, it's obnoxious. So even though you moved 3 spaces right here, technically this space is only 1, 2 away from here, even though this is locked.
Right.
Still, but you need to watch that kind of thing for later because it gets real annoying with him. But you still got it this time.
Yeah,
no matter
got
what.
it.
You weren't 3 away. You
I
were
was
2
2
away.
away.
For those
Got it.
My turn sucks. I'm just gonna go move. Yeah, that's it. Unfortunately, but we can go to upkeep. Pitch this Kindred Mist because that goes off the location.
Okay.
Because I just go ahead and turn. Yep.
All right, Doom. We are at 4 of 7 because of David, and I'm gonna grab another Kindred Mist.
That sucks because that means that surges.
That does surge. What? Are you kidding me, man? Wow, it's an actual thing.
Oh man, like right. See, I was almost like maybe I should wait a turn just in case he draws an enemy, and of course.
Yeah. I still have. I still have breaking and entering. So.
You're fine. Okay. Well then, I'll see what I get. Through the ice. Okay. So attach this to the nearest location without a copy through the ice. So that's where I'm at. So there's an additional cost to enter or leave. You have to test foot 2. If I succeed, I just move on. But if I fail, I cancel the move, take a damage in a horror, and discard.
Oh my
through
god,
the ice.
dude.
Yeah, it's obnoxious. So it will go away after popping once, but
yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. Do you want me to see? I don't know. I guess let's see what happens with you first.
Yeah. I'm going to start off my turn with a breaking and entering. So I'm going to investigate. Add your foot value to this investigation. So I'm a 9 to a 3, I believe. I'm up 6. If you succeed by 2 or more, I can automatically evade this. So up by 6 is actually pretty good.
Yeah. Pretty solid.
Because if I get a -4, I'm still okay. If I get the -5,
okay.
I'm really that's just terrible.
Yeah, that would be bad.
0. Okay. So I'm gonna get a clue here, and I'm gonna automatically evade this thing.
Excellent. Well done.
All right. That was. I have 3 more actions because I have Leo DeLuca. I'm gonna do another investigate here. Just round 3. I'm going to use my lock picks. So I'm a 9 to a 3 again. I'm up 6. I auto fail.
Oh.
My lockpicks breaks, but we lose a curse token.
Yeah. The lockpick's breaking.
I have lockpicks in my hand.
Okay, at least that's good. So you have 2 actions left. I assume you don't want to stay with that.
No,
dude?
I don't want to stay with this dude.
You could head to the crash site. If you head to the crash site, right, then you could. You'll get your double Monty bonus.
Yeah, and then I can be able to do this next turn.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
Because it's just everything's blocked otherwise. It's annoying.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm moving 2, and I'm 2 away. All right, so I'm going to get $1 and a card. Oh, and I got my other weakness. After you fail a test, take a horror, spend 2 actions to discard it. Not a big deal to get it right now.
Right. Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what are you?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go explore these icy wastes. I'm gonna contribute the guts only because I'm gonna lose it if I succeed anyway.
Right.
Let me see. If this test is successful, draw a card. Hold on, let me think about this. I'm trying to remember if I get the reward from the card being played before I complete the test. Because basically,
so hold on. So the test you see if the test is successful before you pick up a clue, right?
That's right. So basically, I don't want to.
Yeah, you don't want to commit that because you'll pick up a card and then discard it.
Okay, so then I'm not going to. God, these polar mirages are such a pain.
Yeah.
And we kind of like. I feel like we need to not just leave this clue on the table. So I already walked all the way over here. I'm just committed. I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to reach in the bag. I'm a 6 to a 2.
Yeah. -1.
-1. I pass. I dump my hand again.
Ugh, man.
I grab the clue though. And I detach Polar Mirage.
Okay.
That
really does suck. I'm sorry, man.
Second action, try go for it again.
Yep.
I'm up
4.
4 again.
You got another one?
Succeed. At least I'm doing well on the clue.
Yep.
Third action, do it again. I draw a curse, a frost, and a skull. So skull is -4. So I fail by a lot.
You fail by
but
6,
I do take the last.
Or -6.
So Slimpy's favorite saying, just so you know, and I feel like I mentioned this to you before, is he claims curses don't do anything. And in that case, he was absolutely right. I was going to fail without it or with it. And in his defense, I feel like 90% of the time he's right. Like there's been 2 times I can recall where they really made a difference, but
there's been very few times where it's like, oh, that -2 from the curse was the thing that put me over the edge. Yeah.
Yeah, and when it is, it sucks. But like, it doesn't feel terrible. So okay, so we're on upkeep or enemy phase. So he is going to ready.
Yep.
He does have hunter, but far away.
Okay.
Then we upkeep.
Keep. All right.
And then
Doom is 5 of 7.
I need to get Renfield killed, which I think I can do by just trying to walk away from this ice, actually.
All right. And I'm going to get a Polar Vortex. When you end your turn at an attached location, each card you control with health takes deck damage. At the end of the round, discard it.
Oh, speaking of which, we need to get rid of Kindred Mist. And I will draw a Skittering Nonsense. Okay. So one of those little idiots. All right. Go ahead if you want.
Yeah, I was thinking about my turn being getting rid of my thing, testing the crash site, and then leaving.
Okay. Yeah. Just because if you don't leave, it will kill Dire.
Yeah, exactly. But so I think that's what I'm going to do. All right, so 2 actions to get rid of this thing. I'm going to test the crash site here. It's a book or a foot test of 3. 4, 6. I'm a 5 to a 3 on the foot. I'm a 4 to a 3 with a perception. I think I'm going to take a book test and pitch the perception. Okay. So I'm up 3. Okay. Just doesn't... I want...
Seems alright. I mean, your skulls are 0s, at least.
Yeah.
Because you're on the shelters. So.
Is this enough?
I don't know. I mean, it's not like it makes or breaks us if you fail this.
Yeah.
It's obnoxious because of Polar Vortex and you having to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Typophobia? Yeah. So.
Yeah, I think I'm okay. Sure. Yeah, I'm up 3. Okay. Yeah.
Perfect.
All right, I gotta move. You know, move to you.
Okay. And so your turn ends. You're 1 away. What do you want to take?
I'm going to take a card. Ooh, lucky cigarette case. There you go. That's nice.
I'm reaching the point here that I kind of want to kill David soon.
Yep.
Because there are still Ancient Evils in deck. So if I don't kill him this turn, it would go to 5. It means even if we get 1 Ancient Evil, he doesn't pop yet. So I think I might just spend this turn exploring here and kill him next turn, the only risk would be like if we drew both Ancient Evils. But I think that's okay. Are you okay with that?
No, I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm okay.
I'm just gonna sit here and try to clear this clue off because I do have enough to walk in here, but I kind of like want to leave this here to like help me kill David next turn.
Yeah. Well, aren't you gonna take acts of opportunity if you investigate, and you're gonna kill David anyway?
Let me. Actually, no. Let me. I actually want to hold him for a turn if I can because he helps my Sixth Sense.
Oh, I see. I see.
So I think I'm gonna wait one turn on it and try to kill him next turn.
Okay.
But I do need to go and do kill his getting nonsense first. Thanks for reminding me. I'm gonna Azure Flame.
Okay.
That. So that makes me again a 6 to a 2. I'm up 4.
Okay.
Frost 0. So I do kill it.
And then you have to get the...
And I do shuffle a Tikka-Li-Li into my deck. That was action 1. Action 2, I'm going to Sixth Sense this location. Again, I'm a 6. Oh, I'm sorry. That Frost token was a -3. But I still passed.
You still passed, yeah. Yep, because it was a -3 and a 0. Yep.
Is this a once per phase? No. Okay, so I do need to remember that, though. Okay, so second attempt, going...
Right, got it.
That, and I have 1 action left. So that puts me at 5 clue, right?
Yep.
Last action, I think I'm just going to go for this last clue here.
Okay.
Skull. So skull is equal to my shelter value. That's a 4.
Yep.
So I do succeed. And again, there's nothing else to use my Sixth Sense on, like that's next to me that's revealed. So I'm just taking this clue.
Sounds good.
And I am going to use David Renfield to just get $1. I'm not going to add another Doom to him, but
yeah,
I may as well use him because why the hell not? And that's
you.
That.
All right.
Oh wait, when I Azure Flamed, did I reveal? I revealed a Frost and a 0.
Yeah,
right?
Frost and a 0.
Okay, then I need to take 1 damage from Azure Flame, actually, which I'll put on David.
Okay.
I need to remember that I'm not used to using Azure Flame.
Yeah.
That one
like
is if you get
this is sort of like a new spell for me too.
Yeah, it's a better one, and actually it's better on hard and expert because you have less zeros and +1s.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So,
yeah.
yeah, it's kind of cool. It's actually better like the harder the bad is. But all right, so
any
that's
phase
both
this
of us.
guy's gonna hunt down here.
Actually, he's gonna hunt.
Does he go to unrevealed locations? He does, right?
Yes, he can, but we can put him. He's 1 away from you here, 1 away from me here. So let's move him down here.
Okay.
And my thought is, you and I can go up here and like do some stuff, and then handle him on our own terms later.
Sure, that sounds good.
Because I can't go at him next turn if he goes in here.
Yeah.
Because we don't have 8 clue, right? We're 1 off of 8 clue.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's do that if that's
it's
cool
because
with
I
you.
had to leave this stupid clue over here. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Well then, Polar Vortex clears.
Yep.
And that's the only thing I think that clears. Then we'll do our upkeep.
Yep. Upkeep. Okay.
All right.
6 of 7 on the Doom.
Yep.
This is it. Right.
Oh wait, hold on.
Oh.
Okay, well, I screwed up. That's fine. It's too late. I was thinking that we were only going to be at 6 of 7 with the Doom. I messed that up. I just have to hope we don't draw one this turn.
Yeah.
Shoot. My bad.
That's okay. All right, so I got another one of these manifestations of madness. Okay.
And I get a Through the Ice. Attached nearest location without a copy of Through the Ice. So I can put it either here, or here.
Just put it up here.
Yeah, we won't have to deal with it for a while. Okay. I think this is... So this is to enter or to leave this location. But I want to try to break this ice on David first.
Yeah.
So are you cool with me doing that?
Yeah. Go for it.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to leave and head this way.
Okay.
So I will...
Test foot 2.
Take this test here. Here we go. I'm going to actually activate David and add a Doom to him and take $2. And here's my token. Oh, come on. That sucks.
Success.
Normally, that would be good. Okay, so I go up here, right? I spend my 4 clues. That's okay. So I don't break the ice. Is the important part.
Yeah.
All right. So we have Icebreaker Landing.
Ooh, Shelter 5, baby.
4 clues. Shelter 5. Test Book 4 to search the trap ship for supplies. If you succeed, either remove a frost token from the bag or record a small radio on supplies recovered. Max once per campaign. So
that's an interesting choice.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I need David to die. I don't want to lose us a turn. My 2 choices are move and get 2 shots at it, or just get a clue then move. I think I'm willing to get a gamble at once. Like, because I should fail.
You should fail this, man.
I'm 2-2. No, I'm 3-2.
Yeah, you should fail that at 3-2.
Okay, then I'm gonna sit here and try to get a clue once, and then come back in, and hope to fail it then.
Okay.
You think that's good?
Yeah.
It might cost us a doom. It might cost us a turn, and if it does, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You want me to do it or not?
No, I think get the clue and do it. It's fine.
I'm gonna use Sixth Sense here. I'm a 6 to a 2. This is a nice thing about having David online, because I still have that. I failed that.
No, 6 to a 2. You're oh yeah, you failed that. Yep.
I failed by 1. Now I'm gonna.
Now you're gonna. Oh no! Now you're gonna.
I'm attempting to walk in here. Here we go.
There you go.
Fail. Okay, so I break this ice and I take 1 and 1, which will go on to David.
Yes.
Killing him. All right. But the ice is gone. Oh, oops, up here. And you are up.
Okay. I have 4 actions. I guess I'll just go up to you and start trying to get some clues, man.
Yeah, well, don't forget you have the Eidolon on you, with the Manifestation of Madness.
Oh,
but I think that is good. Yeah.
Oh no. Ugh. I think I'm gonna try to evade it.
Okay. I mean, you have 4 actions, so you can do a couple attempts on it. You know?
I'm up 2 on the evade. If I quick thinking, I'm gonna be up 3, which makes it better for me to pass the test. But quick thinking itself won't go off, most likely. Okay. But I think I'm gonna do it anyway. So I'm up 3 on the evade.
Sure, I like it.
-1. Oh.
And you do pass.
And I do pass. And I do the quick thinking.
So he goes here, and you basically have 4 actions left.
Yeah, 4 actions. So I'm going to take my quick thinking action, which is just a move. And now I have 3 more actions, so I will go 1. And then, do I want to get something online? Yeah, the fingerprint kit.
Fingerprint kit or lucky cigarette case, or...
Let's do the fingerprint kit now.
Okay.
And then I will exhaust it with my last action. And I will be a 5 to a 2. So I'm up 3 on this. Do I want to throw something into this? No, not really. Okay. I'm up 3.
Okay.
There you go. I got 2 clues.
Clues. All right, I'll pull them off the location.
Cool.
That's fantastic.
All right, and now I am 2 away from my starting location, right? Yep, so I get a resource and a card. All right.
All right. So enemy phase, this guy moves.
Yep.
This guy ready, so this is kind of somewhat rough. They're grouping together.
Yeah, no.
And then upkeep. My dragon pull.
I'm gonna say.
Instead, what I get is I get my weakness. Flip just when you control to its broken side. It cannot flip back this round. And or take 1 damage and 1 horror. I am doing fine on damage and horror. In fact, I'm going to put a second horror on Takada and 1 damage on myself, because now if
I can do this, now I get full value. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I think if that works, I'm going to go with that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Doom will put us at
6 of 7. Now that David's done. That was great.
And we need to have a location cleared of clues if we're going to camp there. Okay, so the only way we can actually resign is if it's clear of clues. Just check
so we can we have to clear our location here. That's like so far the best location. All right, I got Antarctic Wind. Attached to the nearest location without a copy. Investigators at attached location cannot play cards or draw cards from their deck at the end of the round and discard it. We can't play cards or draw cards here for a turn.
I got Dark Aurora. So test mine 3 for each frost token. Take a horror. If you fail, take 2 horror. So I have an Uncaged Soul. I feel like I'm only a 5 without it. With it, I go to a 7. 2 horror is a lot right now.
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna go for that.
Okay.
Especially if I'm gonna be fighting this next turn. The shroud value is 5. So actually, I was up 2.
Our shroud is 2, right?
Not shroud, it's shelter.
Oh, shelter. Got it.
I think I failed by 1, right? I was 5.
5, 6, 7.
6, 7.
7 minus 5
5.
is 2. You fail by 1.
I failed. That is real bad. Well, I guess I take 2 horror.
Oh my god. Yeah.
That's unfortunate. I even played safely. Okay. Great.
That's okay, man. I have logical reasoning too, dude.
You have logical reasoning. You have dire. Yeah, so it should be okay.
It's actually not bad.
Speaking of that, I mean, how do you feel about spending 1 of your 4 actions to use dire on me this turn?
Yeah, I can use dire on you. Sure.
Okay.
You choose
I
where
think
you want that to go.
I'll take it off her, because I can always put it back on her.
Yep.
You know, if I really need to.
Okay, cool. Well, I can't play any cards from my hand this turn, so.
But you can commit cards, right? Or does it say you can't commit? Yeah, so you can commit cards. So committing is not the same as playing. So if you want to pitch something for icons.
Oh, I can. Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if that meant just my hand was locked down for the turn.
Right. No, you can.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna grab these. Do we need the clues some more, or should I do the parlay test?
It's fun if you want to go into some other locations. I mean, I think doing the parlay test is probably great. Get that out of the way. But I do think that getting a clue, it just depends. I mean, do you want to settle down here? I mean, this isn't the last agenda, so we should still have some more time.
Right.
And we do already have 5 clues on us, so we can actually almost afford to we could go into an 8 with these 2 clues, right?
No, we'll be one off, but it's actually pretty great. Yeah, I'm gonna get the clue here.
Okay, because we could always move down here together and then go into one of these high ones or whatever.
Okay, so I'm gonna spend my exhaust fingerprint kit here to make me a 5 to a 2, up 3. What do I want to do with that? Do I want to throw my breaking and entering? Since I'm with you, I kind of don't need that to go up.
No, but the thing that's awkward here is that these guys are going to move up into here. So I'm either going to have to sit here a full turn or jump on them.
Oh.
Which could be bad.
I want to hold on my Faustian bargain so I can small favor them. If need be,
Yeah, sure. Then I mean you have 3 actions left. You could just it's what, a 2 shroud?
It's a 2 shroud. Yeah, I'm up 3 right now.
Right. I think that's I mean, you have a few attempts at it.
Yeah,
you can just do that for now.
Yeah, I'm up 3. Nope. Okay. So even if I pitched it didn't matter. So it's a good thing I didn't pitch it. All right. Now I'm just gonna be up 2, doing a regular investigate. That was my third action. I got it. And then my last action, I guess I'll just try to get the clue again. It means I won't do my passive.
That's okay. I mean, we're in a weird spot right
we're in a
here,
weird
too.
spot where I can't play cards and stuff, so I'm up to.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Didn't get it.
Okay. Actually, in some ways, that almost gives me something to do or had nothing, because I can't even draw cards here.
Yeah.
Like, and on top of that, we're not going to draw cards during upkeep, which is extra.
Yeah.
I wish I could use her to give you money. So she's like the only one. She's the only card that you can't use on someone else. I don't know why they did that.
Yeah, that kind of blows, man. You're right.
It really does, because I would love to give it to you. I just don't know why they did that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna go and use my 6 cents here, because I don't really have anything else to do. So
you're up 3.
Oh wait, no, I do have one thing to do. Okay, let me first do this. I'm first gonna go and 6 cents this location. I'm up 3. Pop.
Nice.
I get a second action. I'm gonna do that again. Okay, so that clears the location.
No,
right?
there was only one clue there.
Okay,
So take back your last action.
I don't even know if there's anything I can really do with it, unfortunately. So what I will do... Oh, man.
Yeah.
I had a bad realization about the agenda rolling over right now.
Yeah.
I can take a damage to heal 3 horror.
Yeah.
And this will be broken, and if it's broken, the only way for me to get it back is to take no damage to horror on. I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna break this right now. I'm gonna take a direct damage to heal 3 horror.
Okay.
Then break this. And I'm just gonna have to kind of waste my last action, because if I walk down right now,
You're gonna get moved
it's
up
really
on.
bad.
Yeah.
Yep. And I can't draw a card.
Yep.
Because this won't let me.
Yeah.
I'll take $1, but it doesn't matter. I'm at 15. Like,
Yeah.
taking Tekka was the wrong call for sure. Okay. So enemy phase. These guys move up.
Yep.
Upkeep. Okay.
Ooh, I just got a Tekka Lee. Take 1 damage, place this at the bottom. So okay, that's not bad.
Okay, so I'll take it, move it up here, and slide it to the bottom of this deck.
Okay.
And now this.
Oh
is
wait,
gonna
no,
go
I
with
couldn't
the,
even drawn that. My bad.
Oh right. That's right. Sorry. I also can't take this.
Yeah,
So do we want to say we shuffle, or do we want to just leave them on top? I'm fine either way.
No,
like,
give it back to
whatever
me, and I'll leave it on top and.
Okay.
Just what it
Same
is.
thing. I'll leave my deck
Yeah.
on top. Okay. So we now are on to the Doom, and that's gonna be 7.
Yeah, Doom 7. Here we go. All right, Agenda 2B, it dwells inside. These things, these manifestations, they're not beasts or even alien creatures like those Dyer and Danford encountered in their last expedition. You're not even sure they're entities at all. They have no shape, consisting of an almost protoplasmic substance that seeps back into the ice when harmed or whenever you escape their clutches. Given the presence of these entities and the inclement deadly conditions of Antarctica, you know you won't survive the night without finding shelter. Just as you are pondering what your next move should be, the ice beneath you rumbles with a tremendous force, letting out a terrifying groan. An earthquake, one of your party asked over a raucous noise. No, it's impossible, another replies. You share a dreadful glance. Could it be one of those things? Spawn the set-aside Terror of the Stars enemy at the revealed location with the highest shelter value. Oh, which is ours.
Is ours.
Okay, so let's look at this thing. Terror of the Stars, 4/3/3, Hunter, massive. Terror of the Stars gets plus 6 health. So it's 9 health. While Terror of the Stars is ready, investigators cannot resign at its location or discover clues at its location. No. Okay, and the new Doom threshold is 7. Yeah, running out of time. The sun hangs low in the sky but never sets. Your party is exhausted from the long, arduous day. Although the sky is never plunged in the dark of night, you know it's only a matter of time before you're forced to make camp. Okay, we need to defeat this guy and like resign here, man. This is like it's starting to get real crazy. I miss I miss Cyclopean hammers.
Well, I think that's what I'm going to go with my build. Although after watching Slimpy use them, I think that it's a card that needs to be errated because it's just way too good.
Dude,
like,
yeah,
it's mind-blowingly good.
it's mind-blowingly good. So when I played Innsmouth with Justin, he took the Cyclopean hammer and he put 2 of them in his deck. And once he got them in his deck, it was just like, it was stupid.
Yeah. I'm thinking about going Butterfly Swords just to do something different.
Oh, Butterfly Swords feels very thematic for Lily Chen, though.
It does.
Yeah.
And much less like a broken card, but I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
It depends on how much we want to win versus how much I want to do something different.
Yeah.
Because it's stupid. Well, here's the worst part, right?
Yeah.
So we can resign if he's just exhausted, I believe.
We can what?
Resign if he's exhausted.
Oh, right.
But so we could even leave as long as you could evade him, or we can go and just see how the next turn goes. So let's draw our bad cards, and then depending upon what that looks like, we can decide if we want to.
Yeah, I think so.
And we're giving up a lot of turns if we just like leave now.
Yeah.
I really didn't want to break this discipline, but I know there's a lot of enemies coming, so I don't know.
Okay, here we go. Bad card I'm going to get is Ancient Evils.
Well, that sucks, but at the same time, at least it like doesn't do anything right now.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, I guess I find the other.
All right, so we're at 2 of 7 already. Wow. Okay, so we're not burning as many turns as we think.
We're not burning as many turns as we think. So, okay, well then, how do we want to do this, right? Because, okay, here's the 2 options I see, right? If you evade him, I can either try to work on him now, and then these guys will hop in. That's A.
Yeah.
B is you can evade him, we both resign. C is like you can evade him. I can walk down here and start trying to fight these with my.
But what do you have? You just have this like 3 charges on Azure Flame.
Yeah. So what it would be is like, if I went. Well, no. So if I go first, then he's going to go and pop me.
Yeah. I have to go first to evade him.
Right.
And then I can sort of soften. I could sort of soften somebody up with small favor.
But the issue with small favors is what we just realized is that like, it will do an attack of opportunity, unless you can play it from one location away. So you could evade him.
But then I have to play Faustian Bargain to get the money and then small favor.
Well, one of them for 1.
Yeah.
Because my spell does increments of 2 damage.
Oh, they have 3 health. Yeah.
So you could do something like that. Evade him, poke 1 for 1. I can walk in and try to do that. In fact,
I can poke both of them for 1. I have 2 small favors in my hand.
Okay. Okay, so
I need 8 money though, which I will get if I Faustian Bargain. Yeah.
Well, here's one more idea. What if you evaded him, Faustian, and poked 1 for? Well, I was gonna say you could evade him, move, potentially evade, and then that lets me walk in there, start fighting the evaded one, and then that will heal my discipline because I won't have taken any damage.
Oh.
And then he'll ready next turn, but we can finish them off and then try to go.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, like one of them might hit you. I guess both of them might hit you, but if you fail to evade one, I could walk in and just hold the other one. I mean, it would make it so that my discipline doesn't come back online.
Yeah.
But that's an option too.
Right.
Or just go baby mode, evade this guy, maybe try to get this icebreaker thing, and we resign. But it's your call, man. What are you feeling? How risky you feeling?
I'm feeling not very risky on this very first one. I almost want to evade this guy, try to get like the supplies recovered more than the frost token thing, and then resign. But
Okay.
but it just, we have 8 clues, man, right? No, we have 7. Damn it, we have 7. You're right.
Yeah. So I mean, that's where it's like, we would have to decide if we want to kind of let those be lost or not. It sucks. Missing this one clue is actually making it hard to get value.
Yeah, and I'm so mad that I couldn't get that going as well.
Well, so that's why the other thing is that if we do the whole evade plan, we could just run down here, get this clue, open up some other crap, and like ignore these guys, and then we can either like split them and break them off and peel them, or we can just head back up here later and resign too.
Right.
But again, that is risk. So I'm gonna leave it up to you.
I know, because we still have like 5 turns left. It's like a lot of turns in Arkham time.
And there's no more Ancient Evils in the deck now, because we've seen all 3.
Right. What's crazy is I don't really have any foot pump, man.
Yeah, and Frost tokens are -3 here, so, you know.
Ugh.
Okay, how about this? There's no world in which you're not evading this guy first, right? Why don't we just see how long it takes you to evade him, and then we make our decision?
Okay, so yeah, I'm only up 2 on this evade, on this guy. The question is, like, okay. I could possibly use breaking and entering, right?
Yeah, you could absolutely use breaking and entering. I mean, you wouldn't get the clue, but you definitely.
But I would guarantee evade that boy.
Not guaranteed, but you'd be like a 9 to a 2. So yeah, as long as you got a -5 or better, yeah, it's really good odds.
Yeah, 9 to a 3. Yeah.
Well, no, it's a 2 because you're comparing it to the investigate check.
I'm comparing it to what? Oh yeah, the shroud.
You're comparing it to the shroud because it's investigate. So you have to succeed at that by 2.
Yeah, the thing is, like, with little money, it's like, do I really want to? Just in case I need to pop. No, okay. Well, all right. I'm gonna do it. All right. So breaking and entering, I'm a 9 to a 2. I'm up 7.
Okay.
Okay. So I auto evade that guy because I got a 0.
Excellent.
All right. 3 more actions. I can walk down there and try to evade both of these things.
If you evade even one of them,
right,
it's huge.
Let's do it.
No, you don't have a lot of pump for it, so it's your call.
Let's do it. I'm up 2 on an evade attempt with my 3rd action.
Okay. Okay. I respect you for this, and I'm right there behind you. You have a decent amount of soap.
Oh, there you go.
Hell yeah.
I evaded 1. Last action, I'm going to evade this other one. I'm up 2.
That's
2. Dude, there you go. Evaded.
You
oh
just
my
died,
god.
Dude.
Oh my god.
That was so big. That creates a lot of positives for me, because then now I can move.
Yep.
I can Azure Flame here. How much will I be up against them? I'm only going to be up 1. No, unless I play David and put a Doom on him. And I feel like I'm going to have some opportunities to get rid of this Doom. So I'm going to play David for 2.
Yep.
I will put a Doom on him, because that will at least make me up 2 against one of these.
Yep. And then you have 1 action left.
Yep. It's not ideal. I really need this spell to not backfire on me right now, because I need to unbreak my discipline.
Yeah.
That's the only reason it matters.
Oh god.
Here we go. Okay, so I fail.
You fail, but you'll get your discipline back, though.
Right. So we go to the enemy phase. Everything readies up. So this is where, basically, I think we put like 1 on me.
Yep.
And 1 on you, because that way you can.
I can evade 1. Yeah.
You could like evade, Faustian, small favor mine, and leave.
Yeah.
Then I can finish mine off and also leave, and we can like get out of this terrible hole.
Yeah.
This is all assuming we don't get terrible cards during the end.
I know.
Okay, so upkeep. I fix my discipline. We know you're drawing with Tekka Lily, right?
Yep.
So you take 1.
So I take 1 damage. Yep.
Throw that on the bottom of the deck.
Yep.
And yeah. All right. Well then, Doom puts us at technically 4 of 7 because I have David.
Yep.
But should have plenty of ability to kill him if need be. And then bad cards.
Okay, here we go. I will get 0 visibility. Put it in your threat area as an additional cost for you to leave a location with a treachery attached to it. You must spend 1 action. At the end of your turn, test foot 2. If you succeed, Discard it. Okay.
So I just really need to not draw something that attaches this location. I draw another enemy.
Oh my god.
Which, it's not terrible, because I have a daring. I could always evade one of them,
Yeah.
hopefully. And worst case scenario, I could just like walk it out.
Yeah.
So why don't you go first? Try to evade yours, and you just let's try to get you out of here.
Okay.
Like that's the main.
Yeah, I'm gonna evade it. I'm up 2.
Okay. No.
Okay. Second action.
Okay.
Evade it. That's 2.
That's 2.
There you go.
Okay. And you have 2 actions left. I mean, I think just walk out, man.
Yeah,
And,
I will have to.
Just double walk, and I'll try to evade one of mine, and then like fight mine. You could always just run down here.
So there's no treachery on this, so I actually can just run.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, you sure I can leave this far away from you, dude?
I mean, what my plan is I'm going to move one location and walk no matter what. Okay.
Okay.
I'm hoping to evade one of these things. First.
Because I could do small favor and move 1.
Oh wait. Oh yeah. Small favor does. Oh right. Because you have enough. Okay. Sure. Yeah. You can pop one of my guys for 1. Actually, that's big.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
forgot.
That's what I mean. So I'm gonna pop 1
Okay.
for 1, and then move 1.
Pop 1 for 1.
Yep.
Move. That's actually fantastic. Okay. Thank you.
Cool.
That probably helps a ton.
Yep.
Okay. And now your turn ends. What do you want to do with your well, okay, wait. You test this first.
Oh yeah, test.
Or actually, technically, I think you can do either. Which would you rather do first? Get your end of turn bonus, or do your end of turn test?
I'll get my bonus. So I want the money or the card.
I think you might have like 1 Tekka left in your deck, but maybe not even that.
No, I don't
right?
think
There
I
shouldn't be
do.
any other bonuses. Okay. So money or a card. I mean, you have a small favor, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a card. Okay. And then I'm gonna test this. I'm up 3. There you go. Discard it.
Nice. Good. Well played. Well played. All right. I'm gonna try to blast this guy. Hopefully one of these 2 lands. So I'm a 6 to a 3.
Okay. Nice.
That was your damage there was so big. Second action, I'm going to pitch daring, and I guess do a 6 to a 3 evade test.
Yep. Up 3. Perfect.
I succeed, and I draw a card, which evades him. Oh my god, this guy's I cannot believe we just have this big pile.
Yeah.
And then third action, I move out down to you.
Oh my god, yeah.
And like you just MVP'd us out of that fire,
Dude. Yo, Monty is so great.
It was really, really, really good. Okay, well then enemy phase. This guy hunts.
Yep, and these guys are ready.
All right, man. Well,
Upkeep. Okay.
Nothing sure flame. Okay, good. I have some backup.
Doom. We're at 5 of 7 because of David.
Gotta get him killed.
Bad card would be Antarctic Wind. Investigators
No big.
at location cannot play cards or draw cards from their deck. At the end of the round, it gets discarded. We don't care about that location. We're moving.
Yep, and your 0 visibility is gone, so that's fine. Oh no.
What is this?
It's just a big enemy.
Okay.
I mean, he's not too hard to evade, but he's just a big enemy.
Yeah.
Which, like, considering I only have 1 charge left, is obnoxious. So what's he do? At the end of the enemy phase, if he's ready, move it once towards the location most players. In player order, each investigator at his location or connecting location shuffles a Tekka in.
I can Faustian Bargain and then do 2 damage to him with small favor. And then you can blast him with 1 charge.
Okay.
That's one option.
So our situation now is that we have effectively 3 turns to get back to either get back to this shelter,
Right.
or I mean, what we could do is we could try to like unlock like this place maybe. I mean, we have the clues to unlock this, or we could get like one more clue to unlock.
Yeah, if we can
one
get
of
one
these.
more clue here, we can unlock this or this.
The thing is
I don't
that
know if we have enough
only
time
set
for it
them.
though.
Right. Well, I think we have enough time to open it. What we don't know though is that we have to clear all the clues off of it for it to be considered our final shelter.
Oh, right.
So, yeah, whatever you want to do, man. Because like, if you want to pop this guy for 2, that's fine. I will. I should be able to kill him off. If I don't, that will suck.
Yeah,
but
because
like,
that would be Faustian small favor, and I end up here at the end of this turn. And the next turn, I'd have to come down here, grab a clue, unlock one of these things, and then the next turn we have to clear the clue. That seems crazy.
You can't unlock one of these things if I'm not also there. We have to spend the clues from people at the spot. But if you do get one clue here, you could unlock this, and we could just go here instead.
The snow graves, dude.
Don't sound like
yeah.
the
It doesn't sound as great as Icebreaker landing up there, dude.
Well, okay, so I mean the other alternative is we run this way, grab this last clue, and unlock
the Frigid Cave, or
we can unlock here from there. But that would let us spend all 8 clues, or you just spend 4 to go into the Frigid Cave.
Well, these are connected, right? The cave, yeah.
Right, but I'm saying with just you can take this clue and open this one.
Oh.
If we want to open either this place or this place, we need both of us.
Right. Ooh. Yeah, grabbing.
I'll follow you,
man.
I'm fine with however you want this to play out. I mean, this guy who came out on me here like sucks. I could also just try to evade him. I mean, do you have any like cards to pitch me for an evade action?
I have nimble and fieldwork. I can give you.
What's interesting?
I can give you 1 foot.
1 foot. Because see, if I succeed evading him with nimble, you actually get free movement. But I'd be a 4 to a 2. I'd only be up 2.
Oof. Yeah.
It's not great because I don't have any foot.
Right. He's a 2. I mean, I could. Ooh, I could engage him to evade him,
and then just take off twice.
And then take off if nimble pops.
Oh yeah, and then on top of that, then you might be over there, and then you and I can both set up shop. I can spend my prepared for the worst to look for my dragon pole.
Yeah.
And then we can, like, go into the cave together, and we'll be far from everything.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not against something like that.
Let me do that. I think this is because I think we're going up here to this Rocky Crags, dude. I think we're going up here.
Okay. I mean, you're having to babysit the hell out of me this mission. Let's just call it what it is.
No, it's fine, dude. It's fine.
I accept my reality.
Yeah.
So
this is the other nature of my reality. All right. First action will be to engage. Second action will be to evade. I'm up 3. I'm up 4. I'm up 5.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah. Up 3, 4, 5. That is a -4. So I succeed by 1.
Okay.
So this guy gets evaded.
You get a free move.
Yep, free move. Whoop.
Nice. Yes. So you have 1 action left.
I have 2 actions left because of Leo.
You have 2 actions left because of Leo.
Yep, which means I'm going to come up here and I'm going to investigate.
Okay. Very nice.
I guess I'll use my charge. Might as well. This is like the end game here.
Yeah.
I'm a 5 to a 3. It's not great.
Well, wait. If you use that charge, that we still have to clear all the clues off.
Yeah, you're right.
Shelter.
Yeah, I don't want to use that charge.
Just rip it raw.
I'm gonna rip it raw.
I mean,
I'm up 1. Yeah.
You have any like book? Well, okay. I mean, you could either like get. Oh no, you don't even have the money. You could just get money to get something online for next turn. I could technically go for this clue right now. I could move, go for that clue.
Okay, I will. Instead of going for the clue, I'm gonna get a money. And then at the end of my turn, I am 1-2 away, so I will get money in a card. And I can play lockpicks.
Oh, I just meant get money as in you could play Faustian to be able to play a bunch of stuff. But that's fine too. It'll put curses in the bag. So
yeah, I didn't want to put curses in the bag. Okay. Yeah, for now. I know that's scared mode.
No, that's fine. I mean, we're in the board's looking grim. So then my thought is I go 1, 2, and then right now I'm a 6 to a 3. I'm up 3. I don't know how important it is for us to get this. If we get this, we could move into one of these locations, or we can not.
Yeah, I'm going to pitch Leo DeLuca. You're up 4.
No, I'm using mind, not book.
Sorry.
So you could pitch. I guess you could pitch logical reasoning if you don't think you need it.
Logical reasoning. I don't think I need it, especially because I have Dire too.
Sure.
And yeah, let's do it. Here, get +2 on your mind.
Okay. Then I will get +2,
Perfect.
which I think actually made the difference. Yep. Right on. Okay, so I get this clue. So now we have a total of 8 here, and we'll have to make
a choice here.
Yeah. Make a choice. So then I'm gonna use David to just get $1 because there's no reason not to.
Yep.
And I have to see if I can kill him during the treachery phase or something. Okay. Well then, here we go.
So unfortunately, so this guy's gonna ready up, and he won't hunt. But these 3.
Oh, wait. The enemy ready phase. If he's okay, yeah. So he's not ready. Okay.
Yeah.
But he is gonna move at the end of the enemy phase.
Yeah.
Under normal circumstances.
Yeah. Okay. All 3 of these are gonna go here, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, then maybe that makes
our choice
us answer where we want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we go elsewhere then. All right.
Yeah, crystalline caverns looking pretty sweet.
It's looking pretty nice these days. Agreed.
Yeah.
I mean, when you put this on the table, yeah. Okay, so
Upkeep.
Doom. Upkeep.
Yeah, upkeep. Okay. Doom. 6 of 7. There's a Renfield. Bad cards. Whiteout. Attached to your location. Each investigator gets minus everything.
Okay, no big. We're planning on leaving there anyway. Dark Aurora. Okay, so actually, I healed my mind a whole bunch, so this is no big deal anymore. I'll just take it.
What are you, a 5 to a 3? Yep.
I'm a 6.
Oh, yeah, so you pass. You pass.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so pass. Yep.
Nice.
Right.
Was there something that got discarded? I feel like there's stuff that got discarded. No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was actually a 5 to a 3.
Yeah.
But I still passed because of the whiteout. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we can burn our clues and just walk into this crystalline cave. And if we don't like what we see here, we can move down here and then...
Yeah, let's burn the clues and go to the cave, dude.
Okay. So, spend all the clues.
Woo!
Right. And flip it.
Shelter 8. Oh my god, so much clue.
And Shroud 5. Which one of us is walking in there? I guess we needed to decide that beforehand. I don't know. I guess since you're the one who's more mobile, let's say it was you.
Yeah, you're right, because I have extra actions too. Yeah.
Because our other choices, we can just run to this corner. Can we get ahead of him? 1, 2, 3. No, I'd be like still connected to him.
Yeah.
I can't get ahead of him this turn.
Yeah. All right. So 5 Shroud, 6 Clue, Shelter 8. Action, test 5 foot to climb up to one of the crystalline walls to search for evidence. If you succeed in supplies recovered section of the campaign log, record miasmic crystal. Damn, dude. Dude, that shroud's so high.
It is. Maybe, I mean, you could just try to go for the crystal, or just leave it and go for the clue. I mean, that test is also high.
Dude, we don't have time for this, man.
Yeah. Oh, I looking at that. That's not.
Like, I can come down here, give us a frost token, and then just open this thing up right away.
But that's. I mean, given the time that's going on. See, I'm gonna be real with you, man. David right now is tough. However, I'm gonna tell you my plan here, and I think you might like.
Okay.
It. I'm gonna attempt. Wait. Oh no. Hold on. Oh, I needed you here. Okay, hold on. Before we saw all this, I needed to do this. I'm sorry. The only way that I can make my plan work is for you to do this.
Okay, that's fine.
Here, you have to be here. Okay.
Yeah.
The reason is I need to attempt to walk in here, and I can only attempt to walk in here if we have all 8 clues. Oh no, I would have to spend all 8 of them. Never mind.
Oh.
It's done. I needed to attempt to walk in here, failed through the ice to kill David.
Oh, I see.
But we would have had to spend all of our clues.
Yeah.
To even attempt to walk in there.
Okay.
Oh, meaning if you fail to walk in there, you lose them all. You never want to walk in a place with through the ice on it that's already locked. Okay, so I need to find another way to kill David, which I can do by walking over here and just scooping up this dude. So yeah, why don't you go down there and do that, and then I'll see if I'll just go get David killed on this guy.
Okay, so that was one action. Second action, I'm over here. I will investigate with my third action. I'm only up 3. I will pitch Leo DeLuca to go up 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
Shelter 4.
You're a 5 because of the frost token. That sucks. Well, I mean, you can still try one more time to just rip it raw. Just go in there next turn.
So that's 1, that's 2, that's 3. Yeah, my last action would be... I'm up 3. I should have played lockpicks and done it.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
I forgot that I had that.
Yeah.
Do I just play lockpicks now and prep for the next turn?
Like,
yeah.
Sure.
Oh, that was stupid.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, that was stupid. It was just a brain thing. All right, so now I am how many things away? 2 away, so I will get $1 in a card. That was stupid. Okay. You're up.
Oh, wait a minute. Actually, you just pointed out something that fixes a bad problem I was about to have.
Oh.
So if I go 1, 2, then I'll be 2 away from them. But you're also... No, you're 3 away from them. Yep. Meaning I'm going to have to walk this guy. I'm going to have to grab this guy, walk him back here if I want to leave our path to this open.
Oh, I see.
But it will also kill David.
Yeah.
Which is... There's that. So... Because it's move, move, move.
Oh, yeah, move, then you're going to grab him, and then, yeah. Move.
Or it could be move, and then move here, which would let me move them any direction, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then maybe you could get this crash site thing, if you can.
Yeah. I mean, I do have a promise of power in my hand. So
yeah,
that there is a world in which that happens. Okay, so I guess this is what I have to do. I move.
Yep.
I move, which grabs this guy.
Yep.
The thing is if I stand still, I could actually hit him once and David would still die. But then all these guys, like, block the gates.
Yeah.
That's dumb, right? We don't
want that. I wish he had one more action.
Dude, I do too, so bad.
Yeah.
It forces me then, so I walk down here, I take 1 and 1. I'm going to take 1 damage on David now. 1 horror on myself. Then he'll kill David during the enemy phase.
Okay.
The end of the enemy phase. Okay. All right. Well, then we are then to the enemy phase.
All right. So David dies. So you want to get some money before? It doesn't matter.
Let me move. Yeah, I'm gonna move all these dudes this way first to come closer to me.
Yeah.
Because I get to pick which way we want to do it.
Yeah, move them all over there.
I'll get $1 off of David, whatever. Sure. Then this guy will hit David for 1-1, kill him.
Yep. I've never seen a Guardian or Mystic be this rich, ever. This is ridiculous.
I really don't want to be, and Takata was definitely the wrong call. Well, just say that now. And then, let's see here. So, then this guy goes. At the end of the enemy phase, if he's ready, he is. So he moves once towards location of most investigators. That's just me.
Yep.
Or you. I think it's just going to go off. Then, in player order, each investigator at his location or a connecting location shuffles the top card of it into the deck.
Okay.
So, what's weird about the way this is worded is it almost sounds like I could move him off of me.
If you move him off of me to me, then we both put a weakness in our deck.
Well, he won't actually move onto it. He'd move here. Which means I'm unengaged.
No, but anybody at their location or connecting location. So we would both take one. Right now, you're only taking one.
We both did the Tekka, but then I don't have to deal with him this turn, which I don't know if that's helpful or not.
Oh. But how would you get...
See what I'm saying? He would...
Yeah.
He would just leave me because that's what he says he does.
Yeah.
So I can... So the lead investigator, which is you, technically chooses. Because it's towards the most investigators. Since we're both, like, one.
Oh, right. And then that way you're free to move. So if I go first, scoop this clue, end up here, you could just move 1, 2, 3.
You can't open this though. This takes 8 clue.
Oh, jeez.
But then see, this potentially blocks your way. The other thing is if I just hold him.
Yeah, then you're gonna have to deal with him.
So I'm not getting out anyway. I'm not getting out. By doing this, I don't have enough actions to get out. Because this is going to tick to 7. So we're getting this agenda, no matter what. This final agenda is advancing no matter what. So we can either just do what we can, and you can try to see how this works.
No. You can. Whatnot. Can you resign even though an enemy's on you? I can scoop the clue and we could just hang out with the broad snowdrifts. Like, I could get this clue and resign here. And then you can walk, resign.
Okay. Just take the shelter 4.
Like, it sucks, but it's either that or you don't get out, right?
Yeah, the agenda would pop. I mean, that's not always the worst thing in the world. We can see. So, it's your call, man.
I guess we're taking shelter 4, man, because you're right. We can't pop this. You wouldn't be able to get down here.
Yeah, so we'll just leave this guy on me, and I can move, resign with him, and I'll be fine.
Okay.
So then that'll be the decision. We still have to now go. Then we go to, upkeep.
Oh yeah. We still didn't even do anything. Yeah.
This was all because we needed to decide where we wanted him to move at the end of the enemy phase. So now Doom, which will put us at 6 of 7. Yep. Now bad cards.
Yeah. All right, I got the Phantasm. Yep.
And I got Ice Shaft. So that's fine. I mean, I can afford to take some damage here.
So 3 to 3.
That's a 0. Actually.
Oh well,
you
passed
because
Sweet.
The middle. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah. Can you? I mean, the only way for you to get all that clue would be to do the whole big scoop adding frost token.
Yeah.
You want to do it?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the frost token here. I'm gonna take a negative opportunity. It's fine. I can tank that.
Well, no, you could just evade him, do the scoop, the frost token, and then leave.
Oh yeah, instead of taking damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
And your guys healed completely. Okay, cool. Yeah, so let me evade him. I'm a 5 to a 2. I'm up 3.
Do you beat the skulls here? No, you don't. You don't quite beat the skulls here, but
3.
You can throw
here. I will throw just nimble and quick thinking in there because we're just gonna leave. So I'm up 5. Okay. That star does nothing, but +1. Okay, so he's evaded. I'm not moving.
And I assume you're not using the nimble trigger, right?
My nimble I'm not using, but my quick thinking action I will. I will do an investigate here with my lockpicks. I'm a 9 to a 1. I'm up 8.
Okay, I'm gonna throw one last thing out.
Yeah.
Now that you know you still have 4 actions, instead of putting a frost token in the bag, you could like fingerprint, try to scoop the normal way. Right? Because you have 4 actions. You could fingerprint, scoop, leave.
Oh, wait, fingerprint, scoop, leave, and not have to do the frost token. You're right. Here we go.
Right.
I am a...
It's going to involve you having to pass a lot of tests, but they're 1s.
Yeah. So I'm up 4 on this.
You're up. Which beats the skulls.
Yep, I'm up 4. I'm going to throw a Faustian to go up 5.
I would save that book icon to beat the skull each time.
Oh.
Right? Or can
no,
you
because
beat
then
the
my
skull
next
each
one
time?
is lockpicks.
Right, but then that still leaves 1 clue on the board.
Oh, right. So I'm just up 4. I'm just up 4. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a -4. Or -3.
It's -3. You got it.
I got 2. Okay, I'm going to lockpicks 1, so I'm a 9 to a 1.
No, do a standard one first. Do lockpicks last because you can always double scoop for the frost token if you fail this.
Oh, you're right. Okay. So I'm up
just
3.
reach the bag, maybe 3. Yeah, throw like the Faustian.
I'm up 4.
Okay. Yes.
I could throw the trusty bullwhip to go up 5.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
-3. Okay. I get another clue.
So you got it.
All right.
Now it's just the one from lockpicks.
Lockpicks.
Come on, baby. Just no tentacle.
9 to 1. Okay. We got it.
And now you can resign.
I resign at shelter 4.
Okay, I like that. Well, then that means I walk. I'll take 1 and 1 on my health and sanity.
Yep.
I'll walk, take another 1 and 1, so that puts me at 3, 3. And then I'll resign.
which puts you at 2, 2.
No, resign actually doesn't trigger attack.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, you carried the hell out of
Oh,
that.
man. I'm sorry we couldn't get into a better shelter,
That was all
dude, but
you.
that was rough. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that was more me just not being able to like pull off my my stuff at the right time. All those guys, it was the timing on the boss coming out was too bad because he was a VP, but we just couldn't get him.
I mean,
really
the rough part about that was if we had just evaded and gone away, we would have been at shelter 5.
Yep. It is too bad.
Yeah.
But in the end you carried it, so I guess let's see what happens.
Yeah, let's see it.
We are right here, Act 1. So I don't think I've ever actually gotten the Resolution 1.
Okay. Exhausted and terrified by your ordeal, you decide this is a good place as any to make camp for the night. Perhaps tomorrow you can salvage some kind of academic value out of this hellish journey. But for now, such things seem trivial. Survival is the only thing on your mind. Resolution 1. All right. All right. Where is Resolution 1? There you go. As you make camp, you are haunted by memories of the creatures you encountered in the Icy Wilds. Such entities should not exist. Not even Dyer's report mentions anything of the kind. Grim silence settles over the expedition team as you set up shelter. No one speaks of what they saw in the frozen wilderness. No one speaks of the awful sounds those monsters made. You can only hope that this camp is secluded enough to avoid the attention of those things, whatever they may be. In your campaign log, write Camp 4, I guess, and next to it, record the name of the location. Oh, no, sorry. It's Camp Broad Snowdrifts, was it? And next to it, record the name of the location the investigators resigned at. This location is referred to as the investigators' camp for the remainder of Ice and Death. Record the camp's shelter value in parentheses next to the name. So it is, Camp Broad Snowdrifts with the penguins. That's all right. Parentheses 4. Each investigator earns XP equal to the camp's shelter value to a minimum of 3. Okay, so we got 4 XP. plus the victory X value in each card in the victory display. Do we get anything else? I don't think so.
No, the only thing that had it was the Terror of the Stars, I think.
Yeah. I was like, everything else had shelter on it. Yeah. So just 4 XP each.
Yeah.
In the expedition team section of the campaign log, record the amount of damage and horror each partner asset in play. Nobody took damage. And proceed to checkpoint 1, the disappearance. Do not clean up the game yet. Oh, interesting. Checkpoint 1, the disappearance. Your sleep is anything but pleasant. The maddening cold bites at your flesh, and the ever-howling wind plays tricks on your mind, conjuring images of misshapen, inky forms bursting out of the ground and rending your party whole. Just as you are finally beginning to leave such horrid thoughts behind, your rest is shattered by a startled cry. You awaken to find your camp in shambles, and several of your companions missing. To your dismay, footsteps lead away from the relative safety of your camp into the frozen wilds beyond. Find and gather the story assets corresponding to the surviving members of the expedition team. Shuffle them and randomly select a number of them equal to your camp's shelter value. Those characters are safe. So, of the 8 that are left, 4 of them are going to be safe. If every surviving member of the expedition team is safe, proceed to Disappearance 2. If the rest of the expedition team went missing in the night. Wait, what?
I think it's saying basically. I don't think we do. It basically, if your shelter was 8, then you wouldn't have.
Oh, we wouldn't have lost anybody. Okay. Okay, I see.
Or right.
Yeah, the rest of your expedition team went missing in the night. In the expedition team section of the campaign log, write MIA next to the name of each character who went missing. Then the investigators must decide either they're on their own, you will skip the next part of the scenario, proceed to Disappearance 2, or go after them, and you will play the next part of the scenario. Skip to Disappearance 3 if you wish to do so immediately, or Disappearance 4 if you wish to take a break and proceed the next time you play. All right, so we have to choose who's going to be.
I flipped over those 4. It looks like it's Amy Kenzler, Dyer, Cookie, and what's the last one?
And Takata Hiroko. Damn, dude. Those are like the 4 ones we were considering at the beginning.
Yep. So they are the ones who are MIA. Okay, I got that down.
Okay.
And
now we have to make a choice. They're on their own and we just go straight to Disappearance 2, or we go after the missing people, and then we go to Disappearance 4 because we'll need to take a break.
Well, so I think what we can do is instead of saying take a break, we can just save the table.
Yep.
And not have to do the take a break. We can keep it as a checkpoint. So basically, we're gonna pick between Disappearance. We're gonna pick number 2 or number 3. Do you want to leave them on their own, or do you want to go after them?
I want to go after them, dude. But how do you feel about it?
Yeah, I'm not gonna leave these dudes. I mean, it sucks out here, but I don't want to just leave them.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So we will. Disappearance what?
Disappearance 3 if you wish to go immediately, which means we'll just save the game state, right?
Yeah. So we'll let's keep reading it because we're gonna do that, and then we'll save it.
Okay.
So read Disappearance 3.
Okay, Disappearance 3. You've decided to go after your missing team members. Do not remove any locations from play. All tokens on these locations are removed, and all cards at these locations are discarded as normal. Reset each investigator's deck and the encounter deck. Proceed to Ice and Death Part 2.
Okay, so reset each deck.
Yeah. So locations are all the same, but everything's discarded. So including enemies, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So where did the stack just go? Oh, there it is. Okay. So and then so this is what we looked up with reset. As far as we could tell, you're resetting your deck, so it also resets your health and sanity.
Okay.
and then puts everything back in your deck.
But what about like Tekka weaknesses and stuff?
Those stay in your deck. Those are always going to stay in your deck.
Oh, I didn't have any. Okay. So everything just goes back in the deck.
Yeah. So reset all that.
And then we reset our resources too, or?
Yeah, I think from what we can tell, your reset just means go back to as if you were starting a new game.
Okay.
The weird thing about it is like we were spending XP in between because like it's not like Innsmouth that tells you can or can't spend XP.
Yeah.
So we were taking it as like you do spend your XP right after too. So we will have 4 XP to spend, and we'll just update our deck with it.
Yeah.
Again, if you guys are listening and watching and you interpret it a different way or you've heard something different, please tell us. But from what we could tell, this is how you do it if you do these checkpoint things.
Okay.
And I mean, it could be one of those things where they don't intend for you to spend the experience until the end of the full scenario. That I'm not 100% sure about. So for right now, maybe we have 4 XP to spend. If not, we have 4 XP banks, which actually I'll go mark up here on our campaign log.
Yep.
So no matter what, we'll have it. We can see what people say, but I think we can spend that.
I think we.
And
it didn't say you couldn't.
Right, but it just says reset decks, and see that's the part that's weird. Is like you might only be able to spend XP by default in between missions, and this is technically not in between missions. This is a part 2 of mission 1.
So
actually,
when in your playing through, there wasn't a point in the campaign guide that told you now you can spend your experience, or
no. And I think now that I'm talking to you about it, I think the reason for that is I think that the default rules for the game is that you only can spend XP in between missions, and I think it could be argued that it's hard to argue if this is in between a mission or not, because it's saying reset everything,
right?
Which implies everything gets rebooted, but I'm not sure you can spend XP. So I'm not actually sure you can spend XP at this point. We did, but we might have done that incorrectly now that I'm thinking about it. I'm going to have to kind of like look at it. But that would actually make this first leg of missions a lot harder if you don't get XP in between each leg. So, yeah. But basically, we can stop here, and we can pick this up with our decks, and maybe that's just how we treat it. Is we just treat it as we can't update our decks until in between each real mission.
Yeah, I feel like for some reason I feel like that's probably how you do it. But there's part of me that also says, like, thematically we camped out for the night. You know what I mean? And so you kind of like refresh yourself in the camp out, and it's like, and then people got taken in the middle of the night. It's like now you're setting off on an adventure, like kind of refreshed.
Yes.
But here, so we got some things in the chat. Boaster, what up? Thank you so much for watching. Says found some Reddit posts where they quote the designer who says that you can. It says you can. Hey y'all, I know most regions don't have Edge of Earth yet, but since a few people have reached out to me and want to clarify the XP checkpoints thing, whenever you reach a checkpoint, even if you're continuing to the next part of it immediately, you should treat it as the end of a scenario for all intents and purposes. Just like with the Heart of the Elders back in the day, you may spend XP, record stuff, and all that jazz. Awesome. Thank you so much for that. Arkham Librarian says, I don't know what the case is here, but in Forgotten Age between that two-part mission explicitly said you couldn't update your decks. So I guess both of them are saying the same thing. Like it's like we can, because it explicitly doesn't say that we can't.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
Dude, I like that. Thank you so much, Boss Deer.
Yeah, that helps a lot. That's perfect. So then that's what we'll end up doing is we will have 4 XP to come back to. If you don't want to be sad, don't read the resolution that wasn't reached, because you'll be sad. Okay. And otherwise, we will be set up for part 2 of Ice and Death.
Yeah, awesome. And Matt, how you feeling about next Monday? You cool to do it?
Yeah, I think so. And what's interesting is like even with as long as that initial reading of this mission was, we kind of finished faster than we usually do. So
I'm actually quite surprised about that too. So I don't know. Either we're getting really good at this game.
Well, basically what happened was like you're just playing one player, and then I just had to like like not be bad while you evaded everything and got the clues.
Let's just talk really quickly about how awkward that scenario was for both of us right from the get-go.
Yeah.
So I started off with like nothing but money cards. So I was like, I have all the money in world, but I can't play anything until the point of the time where I ran out of money and I got all my things and I couldn't play anything. And then then you got no dragon poles. You got one fighting spell.
Yep.
It was just an awkward time for both of us.
I think, to be honest, I actually think it worked out really well because I was able to get a ton of clues.
Dude, that was great. You were picking up. We basically equaled out, I think, the amount of clues that we were getting, and we really needed to do that with this one. Really needed it.
And I do feel like it was great that you had the damage, the evade to do it. I think that the only awkward turn was the turn that I was at the location and you were at the other one. And I was like, well, I'll go down my hand to do this. And when we swapped, it cost us basically me a full turn and you a full turn. Then it screwed us because of the enemy appearing over there for you. And so if I had just stayed put, it would have been better. But like we didn't know it was going to come out.
Yeah, we didn't know it was
going
to be like that. Yeah.
It would have been perfect.
And then that turn right before the Doom Threshold where we're in the corner and the two guys were coming up on us, then the Doom Threshold hit, then the enemy landed on us because of the highest, and it was just on top of a turn where we didn't draw any cards, and we couldn't play any cards to prepare for the Doom Threshold. So that turn in particular was pretty terrible.
That one was absolutely rough. And I think that, actually, given how bad that... Because it ended up leading to 3 turns where you had to spend all of your turns, bailing us out of the corner.
Yeah.
So all things considered, we did pretty well with that. Shelter Value 4 is kind of rough. Honestly, we're going to feel that for this mission. I'm not going to lie to you. But we did it. We got out. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, I got to say, Shelter Value 4, man, it's just like... Because now that you know that the shelter value is XP, it's like, shelter value 8. It's like, that means I could have gotten two Janae Beauregards, dude. I want her so bad. So with my 4 XP, I'm definitely putting her in. I need the pump.
Yep.
And I need to be able to pull clue from high shroud locations. I just have to.
If you end up getting her, she'd be great. It sucks you won't be able to have her with charisma.
I know, because Leo DeLuca is so key in this deck. The really funny, clunky part about Jack, I really like him. I really like this whole idea. So you're incentivized to move, but then you're spending a lot of your actions moving. And so you either need more actions or you need fast ways to get out of dodge.
Which you'll get that with your XP.
Yeah.
But I would encourage you, don't think about it that way, right? You are incentivized to move, but at the same time, if you don't move, it's fine.
Right.
Because if you move, it's kind of like the move was free, but you just get a buck and a card is kind of the other action.
Yeah.
But if you need to sit still, you're spending your actions
doing whatever I need to do. Yeah.
Right. So it gives you a bonus if you move. You need to move anyway, but if you don't,
it's still fine. Yeah.
And when you get Aeon's Chart online, which is another card, Aeon's Chart.
The 4 value version.
It's so.
Dude, the action compression is nuts. Spend a secret and do 2 actions.
Dude, I had it in our final mission of this campaign, and I was just doing 6 missions, and Slimpy and Dylan would just zone out, and they would watch AGDQ in the background because I'm like, okay, hold on, I'm doing my first free 2 act. I'm evading, then I'm getting clue. But here's the thing, okay? During the evade, I play nimble, so that actually moves me 2 locations. Okay, so now I'm 3 locations away, and I've done 0 action so far, and they're both like, just go do whatever. We'll get back to you. You just let us know when you're done.
Yeah.
And I'm like, guys, I'm sorry. So it's hilarious. Aeon's Chart's stupid. It's so stupid how good it is. And then you get Ariadne's Twine, and you have infinite Aeon's Chart.
Oh, God, I can't wait. It's so good. Yeah, the future is bright for Jack if I can get there, but starting off a scenario with 4 XP is not helping the cause. I need to rack in this stuff much faster. So we'll see. Well,
right on, man. Well, that was fun. That was fun. Thanks for sticking around, guys, and checking it out. It's uh, it's fun to start this, like let's say, and get back to this game. It's nice having a bunch of you guys watching. Thank you very much, Boyster. I don't know if that's how you're saying it, but like that information is exactly what we needed to know.
Yep.
Arkham Library backing that up. That's what we needed to hear. And then, of course, with people I know we see a lot. Dr. Aardvark, you've been following us, watching a lot of this.
Yeah.
Bulbs, like ETG, just checking all this out, being here. It's cool. We appreciate it.
Yeah,
guys.
definitely appreciate it. Yeah, I love it. It's been months. It's been months since Matt and I got to play, and so I think this was a really, really exciting one to jump into. The story for this is great, and these maps, like I haven't seen maps this big in a while. You know what I mean?
This campaign is like everything is big. Like this is, you just got to get used to this, and that's why Monty's so good here. I mean, like it's big maps. Man.
Yeah, which makes more sense when you see the card pool of stuff that you can get. There's a lot of like this like teleporting around kind of stuff, and part of me was like, okay, I can see how that could make sense with the limited amount of campaigns that I've played so far, but if everything is like basically taking up the entire play area, this tabletop sim like play area that we have, like I'm like, oh okay, yeah, I definitely understand why movement is so big.
Right on, man.
Yeah. Dr. Arbark saying, love you both, great show. Thank you so much. And Reld saying, Happy New Year, haven't seen you in a while. Matt, Monday night is a virtual game night for me during the pandemic. Glad to pop in and see y'all as you're rapping. Yeah, totally,
Right
dude.
on,
Glad to see you, man. Yeah, and I think we're gonna end it there. Again, thank you so much. We were just excited to get into this. I hope that we can sort of rescue the rest of our expedition team, particularly since they're the ones that we use this scenario, and we spend a lot of time making sure that we're healthy. So I'd like to get them back, and I hopefully we can rescue them. They each give us an XP for getting them back. You get maybe like you'll get like 1 or 2 XP per person rescued. Can I dream? I don't know.
Yeah, let's dream, man. Let's dream.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's going to be it. We will see you next Monday night unless something comes up. Just stay tuned to Twitter and Discord for all of that stuff. And yeah, I think we'll. Is there anything else you want to say, Matt, before we sign off?
No, I think I'm good, man.
All right.
I think I'm good.
Cool. With that, peace, good evening, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.